The following is a presentation of the OLSH Sports Network. Yeah, welcome to OLSH Sports Network's presentation of Charger football. I'm OLSH alongside Christian Harbaugh and Grant Kalish, here to bring you the action here on a very muggy, hot Friday night, guys. Both these teams come in with a record of 1-0 over the after week 0. Fort Cherry beat Northgate 39-0 here at Fort Cherry at Jim Carey Stadium here in McDonald. And the Chargers, of course, at Rochester with that 12-6 gritty win last week.
Yeah, last week for the Chargers, they were able to only put up 12 points, and that was really due to the fact that the Rams had so many guys up at the line of scrimmage. They were unable to establish a run game and couldn't quite get those quick passes out. So it'll be interesting to see if the Chargers see a different defense on the other side of the field today and if they can get more of a running game going because of that.
Yeah, and I'm excited to see tonight another road test, right, for the Chargers coming out here playing on grass again, so which makes it a little bit difficult. But as you said, Grant, last week, I mean, the offense wasn't there. You seen the chemistry was there a little bit. They were just missing by an inch or two. You know, they had the right game plan going into it. The offense looked sharp, but just dropped some balls, right? So tonight, looking for the same thing. They're going to get out fast, right? They're going to try to get it to their playmakers. Cavels is going to have to get rid of the ball a little bit quicker tonight. And then on the defensive side, it was spot on last week, right? And so tonight, looking for the same thing. And, you know, on the other side, Matt Sieg, he's a talented player. The last couple years playing him has just been – he's tough to handle. He can run the ball. He can throw the ball. He can do a little bit of everything. So tonight, the Chargers are going to have to dial in on him.
Yeah, absolutely, Christian. But everybody focuses on Matt Sieg. This Ranger team has other players that they can go to. Cernali is one, for example. He's a senior that's going to drive this team as well. So you can't just focus on Matt Sieg. And I understand he's a little dinged up tonight, so we'll see how that plays out. But, yeah, the Chargers defense, they need to continue doing what they were doing last week. Don't let the Rangers get to the ends. They got to go upfield and push them back in toward the middle when they run the ball. They will pass it as well. But and you made the point too, Christian, the offense, you could see them starting to gel as the game went on last week, and toward the end of the game, they were starting to hit on the cylinders. I think they were just running out of gas. Some of those freshmen and sophomores, the new kids, weren't used to the experience, and I think they started wearing down a little bit. I think they're working on that this week.
Yeah, most definitely. And I think another thing, too, some of the injuries last week, right, and especially Speedy going down, not playing a full game, right, gets the touchdown that was much needed to win the game last week. But, you know, hopefully a healthy Speedy tonight changes some things.
Yeah, he's always a great playmaker to have, and, you know, the Chargers come in here. They play a high-flying offense here against the Rangers, and I think it's a perfect test at a perfect time for this defense. Early in the season, the Chargers have one game under their belt. They kind of found their identity on defense, but now they get to, like, really have a true test against a team that's proven on the offensive side of the ball, especially in a non-section game where it doesn't kill you to make adjustments during the game and try new things.
Yeah, and these Rangers are defending single A champion, WPIL champion. So this is a team that needs to be reckoned with, even though they're single A. Of course, the Chargers 2A. Grant and I were able to catch up with some of the coach and some of the players, and we'll play that now. Our little interview we had with them this week. Meet a couple of the new players for the OLSH Chargers. Welcome to OLSH Pregame as the Chargers visiting the Rangers from Fort Cherry in week 1. It's actually the second game, week 1 of the season. And Coach, last week it was a gritty win against the Rams of Rochester. Little something that maybe unexpectedly good and unexpectedly bad that happened, or not bad, but something we need to work on from the game.
Yeah, I mean, I think for sure, Al. I think it was, it was one of those, we didn't have a scrimmage, so I think that affected a little bit, and especially timing and things like that on offense. And, we had some stuff, and watching the film, we saw there was a lot of stuff that was there, so I think, we'll continue to work on that. We worked on that this week in practice, and, that'll start coming along. But, the bright spot for sure, I mean, our defense, I mean, they really played well. I mean, they kept us in it. They're the reason, we were, stayed in it that whole game. So that absolutely was a very bright spot. And those guys are just really gelling under Coach Guild and his guidance. And, we get, you watch the film, one guy makes a tackle, but there's 6 more OLSH players coming right behind him. So.
Well, you got Fort Cherry, old rivalry. We used to be in the same section. And now that we've moved up, they're not. They're still 1A, we're 2A. But it's the same team. Matt Sig is the guy that everybody watches. Anything special planned to try to contain him?
Yeah, I mean, he's special. He's a special kid. I mean, he's got every offer, and he's got all those stars behind his name for a reason. And but I mean, it's not just him. I mean, they have a good line. They got good skill possession receivers, and their defense is pretty good as well. I mean, they're the defending 1A champions, so they're hungry. They know how to do it. They've been there before, and they're ready to do it again. So then they're always extremely coached very well. I mean, the Garys, are synonymous with Fort Cherry, and Tanner doesn't, I mean, he's might be just as good, or definitely just as good as any of the other ones. So, he's him and his staff are really well and are going to have them ready.
Well, all through the season, what we'd like to do is, last week we introduced you to one of the new coaches, Coach Gilden. We're going to, throughout the year, introduce you to some of the new players that coming into OLSH football. We got 2 today, and they're going to come in right now. Coach Militzer and I will step aside for the players.
I'd like to welcome 2 of our new players to this program. Would you like to say your name and your position and get us started here?
Hello, my name is Tyler Hawkins. I play slot receiver and I play corner.
I'm Owen Nestor and I play safety.
All right, we'll start with you. What is something you want the people to know about you, your game, how you want to do things?
What I want to do is I want to win. That's just all. I enjoy being with the team. That's what I came here to do. Like, I love how we merged together and played as a team. Like, we all got together. They welcomed us in. I appreciate them for doing that.
Owen?
I want to win as well, obviously, and trying to get a pick or 2 this season. And, I like playing with the team. And, just trying to win.
All right, does anyone have anything else to add?
Go Chargers.
Go Chargers. All right, we welcome back in Al and Coach Nick.
Yeah, good job, guys. Good to meet some of the players, and good luck to Owen and Tai Tai as we go through the season. And Coach Nick, one more thing.
Yes.
We need to know, what is your most famous and your best memory in OLSH football?
It's been, there's been quite a few. I mean, obviously this is our 3rd year here, but I'll tell you, one of the things that's been awesome, in our 3rd year here is just how we've brought this together. I mean, everybody together from Coach Mack to Mr. Plosnick to, President Terry, the people at Eden, the people at Propel, the families and the players. I mean, it's been a joy to watch how this has all come together. I mean, it's obviously been, there's been bumps in the road. There's been, some moments where, I've lost more hair than I have already lost. But at the same time, it's an awesome thing to see, a group of young men like this come together and really go for one cause. I mean, we're all in it. We're all together, and we're pulling the same rope. And it's amazing when you see a group of young men do that. There's a lot of individuality in society today, but we'll say for this OLSH Charger team, there's individuals, but we're all one Charger family, and that's the most important and exciting part.
Well, thanks a lot. That being said, we want to welcome the Eden players and the Montour Propel players to OLSH football. Good luck the rest of the year. I'm OLSH saying, don't you guys go away. Right after this, we have opening kick. And we're back, getting ready to start this one, folks. And before we get started tonight, a little sad note, OLSH Charger Nation and the OLSH High School would like to send out condolences and sympathies to Shenango family, the Graham family in particular up in Shenango, as DJ Graham, the son of the football coach up at Shenango, has passed away this week. And we do want to send out best wishes, prayers, and condolences to the family, from OLSH family to the Shenango family. Sad news. But we're ready to go on this one, as both teams are on the field. And we are ready to go. We'll step aside real quick, pay one bill, and we'll be right back for the opening kick here at Jim Gary Stadium here in McDonald. Don't you dare go away. We'll be right back after this message. Welcome back to McDonald, Pennsylvania, as we are ready to rock and roll. Chargers in their away white uniforms, gold pants. The Rangers in their all red with white trim. A little bit of gray thrown in there for a good measure. I didn't see who won the toss here, guys. But they've already done the coin toss and shaking hands. We'll see how they line up.
And I believe the Chargers like the Rangers are kicking.
Yeah, I see Patty Altmore coming out with the kicking tee. Although I don't see an issue like last week, guys.
It's not as high.
Yeah, I was out on the field.
Still some grass.
I was out on the field at maybe 3.5 inches top high, which is fine. Last week it was literally 6 inches deep.
Yeah, they shouldn't have that problem.
Well, it's because they got speed as well.
That's right.
Fort Cherry
they
has
don't want to slow themselves down.
Right. So the Chargers will kick off here as we get things started. Chargers going from right to left. Here in a very hot, when I left the house to come here today, it was 92 degrees, folks. So let's hope everybody on both sides of the field are watering up. Altmar has it tagged up. Can't see who's back deep. Looks like Crognale on one side. Altmar puts one into it, gets it deep, and Crognale's going to get this one. It's into the end zone, a touchback, and Fort Cherry will get it 1st and 10 on their own 20.
Yeah, Patty was talking about that. His goal for today is to get everything in the end zone or out of bounds. He's not going to let the Rangers touch the ball.
That's a great philosophy and great game plan.
He certainly has the leg to do it.
Absolutely,
so
yeah.
Why not do it every time?
Well, let's hope the Chargers defense that showed up last week shows up this week, Christian.
Absolutely, and it looks like Sieg's going to go out and play wide receiver.
Yeah.
Since he does have a club on his left hand there.
Cast on his right hand. Yes, throwing hand. He is wide out to the far side, trying to get the number to quarterback.
So it's six.
Sophomore
Huey.
He's going to take it to the outside. He's got the corner. This is not, it's exactly what the Chargers didn't want to do. He's all the way into Charger territory at the 45-yard line. That was Ryan Huey. He's another one of their big guns.
Yeah, on that play, Jacob Beam, number 5 on our side, outside rusher, got a little bit confused. He started in, and then he came back out, and then it was too late to recover, and that was a gashing run right on his side.
Yeah, and this is what Fort Cherry is going to look to do, get to the outside. They're going to use Sieg, too, I'm sure, on some jet sweeps and maybe even some wildcat, even though he has that cast. But you with a big run there.
It's Josh Silvera is the quarterback. He'll hand it off again. Another handoff to the outside. Another forward. Up to the, it was out at the, evidently he stepped out at the Ranger 45-yard line. It was 1st and 10 from the 45. He picks up 5 to the 50. Oh, actually inside Charger territory to the 47. So it'll be 2nd down and 2.
Yep, 2 plays, 2 runs away from Cables.
That was Eli Silvini on the run.
And they're going quarterback by committee, a little wildcat here.
Sends Sig in motion. Fumbled it up. And it's going to work to the Rangers' advantage. That was Huey again in the wildcat, Christian. Picks up a 1st down.
Yeah, and it looks like Huey came out for first snap. Then they put Silvini in, and then now they just brought him back in too. So we got a little bit of mix-up, and that's what they're going to have to do with Sieg not, being able to throw and has a cast on.
And look for Sieg to be
he's going to be a decoy.
A decoy for a lot of this too, because
Yep.
you're going to be watching him, and then somebody else is going to take the ball. Silvera at quarterback again. He's going to roll to the. There's all kinds of action. I think illegal procedure. I think somebody cut toward the line too soon. That'll move the Rangers back 5. It'll be 1st and 15 from the Charger 41.
And the Chargers needed something like that to break this momentum up for Fort Cherry.
Yeah, this is going to be a huge play for the Charger defense. You can't give up half of this here. You got to keep it to 5 yards or less.
Silvera still in at quarterback. He's got Salvini next to him in the backfield. Salvini in motion. A little flip pass to Salvini in the backfield. Cuts it upfield. He's got the original 5 back and more. All the way down inside the 35 to about the 33-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and short, about 3 or 4 for the Rangers.
Fort Cherry looking to get the ball out quick here. A little swing pass there. Now they got Sieg coming back in the game here. See, he's actually possibly might take the snap here.
He is lined up in the quarterback position. He's not going to throw it, that's for sure.
No.
He does take the snap, and it's a straight run to the near side. Sig is going to cut it upfield. He's going to get the 1st down. Big hit there. What was that, 54? 24. That was Cassius Gilden with the hit. Will bring him down. It'll be a 1st down for the Rangers, though.
Yeah, that was great blocking by the Rangers. It was just like they took their pocket and just moved it up the field with the quarterback, and were able to have a nice gain on that play.
Ball on the 33, 1st and 10. Or excuse me, the 22 of the Chargers. Sig one more time at quarterback. He's going to go straight up the middle. Little stutter step. He gets hit there. He's going to pick up a few. Inside the 20 to about the 17, 18-yard line.
And that time it was a better job by the Chargers front line there to wrap him up. And that's what they're going to have to do if Fort Cherry is going to keep running in different quarterbacks and wildcat formations, and you're going to see different things coming at you. You're going to have to make those adjustments at the line if you're the Chargers defense.
2nd and 6 from the 18. Sig is going to hand it off. And it's going to be up close. It's going to be a first down on the inside run by Ryan Huey, the sophomore, picking up big yardage here on this first drive by the Rangers. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Rangers. Inside the 10, 1st and goal from the 9-yard line.
It'll be 1st and goal for the Rangers at the OLSH 9.
This is a good drive that Fort Cherry's putting together here. Right now, the Chargers got to do something to be able to stop this run.
Back. Sig actually looked like he was trying to pass it. There's no way you can pass it with that cast, but little quarterback draw.
Yeah, it's going to be key for the Chargers whenever he's at the quarterback position to not even flinch on that kind of stuff. You just got to keep your eyes on him, and if there's someone behind him, then you'd be worried about that. But otherwise, just know he's going to keep the ball.
2nd and goal from the 5-yard line.
And that's where those adjustments have to come. If you see Sieg coming in at quarterback, you're going to make that adjustment at the line right there to say, hey, listen, he's running the ball. There's no chance he's throwing it.
Cables comes out of the game. I think it's an equipment issue. The officials stopped the play. 2nd and goal from the 5 for the Rangers here with 8:20 on a rolling clock. Here's Sig's going to take it straight to the left side. Cuts it outside. He's going to walk it into the end zone. Sig's going to go in from 5 yards out. Touchdown for the Rangers.
Yeah, that was great blocking there by the Rangers. Sig just got outside, and the only guy that really had a chance to make a play was Speedy, but even with how athletic Speedy is, it's so tough to bring down Sig in open space, and he couldn't do it there. The result of the play was a touchdown.
It'll be Ryan Huey going to attempt, I think is that 6?
That is Huey.
Huey's going to attempt the point. Left-footed kicker. Ball's down, it's up, and it finds its way through. I was waiting because the officials, that ball didn't have a bunch of juice on it, and I was wondering, did I see it go wide?
Just enough to get over the crossbar there.
Yeah, and the officials kind of like hesitated before they both said it was good. But with 8:14 left here in the first quarter, the Chargers will get the ball, but they trail 7-0 to the Rangers.
OLSH Trivia Night benefiting the Athletics General Fund returns Saturday, October 12th, 2024 at the Hub in Coriopolis. Assemble your team and get ready to test your knowledge. Stay tuned for more information.
And you know, one thing about this drive too, guys, is that, I mean, not only did Fort Cherry control the tempo there and be able to, you know, have no blemishes and be able to put points up on the board on the first drive. But for the Chargers, now you're battling through a little bit of adversity, right? You had a hell of a job last week on defense, and now, you know, you get knocked in the mouth a little bit. You're on the road, they score, you know, march all the way down the field. Now you got to see how you respond here, right?
Yep, that was, good point, Christian. That's the first points against this Charger defense this year, so. Because the only points that Rochester had last week was special teams, a punt return.
Punt return.
It'd be Ty in the back, that back deep for the Chargers, and it's a little squib kick, little punch shot, and it's brought down there by Eli Nestor. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Chargers at their own 41-yard line, looks like.
Yeah, so this is obviously going to be a huge drive for the Chargers coming up. You give up that score, but if you can put up a score of your own here, you kind of make your defense forget about it. It just cancels it out, and then you can go out and play ball. If you don't score here, it's going to put so much pressure on the defense to kind of shut down the Ranger offense.
Yeah, it's all about responding here.
It'll be Cables in the backfield. He's got Bush next to him. He was the running back last week as well. A couple wideouts. Cables little flips it out, hit immediately in the backfield by the Rangers. And that was Speedy Speedy Davis on the reception. That'll lose about 5. It'll be 2nd and 15.
His game plan is there. They had 6 guys coming in for that tackle with Speedy.
Yeah, they're certainly going to be following him. He's a huge playmaker. And the Chargers, if they take those screens away, they have to be ready to hit other guys more down the field.
Officially a loss of 4, back to the 37. 2nd and 14 for the Chargers. Cable sends trips out to the near side. High snap, flips it out, and it's dropped. Had some open field.
Eyes got too big.
So now on that play, the Rangers ran cover 0. That's what the Rams did against the Chargers last week. They must have watched the film, liked what they saw. So Cable's, once again, he's going to have to do a nice job picking up the pressure, directing his blockers, trying to figure out what he's going to do, where he's going to go with the ball almost immediately.
3rd and 14. After that drop pass, same alignment for the Chargers. Cable's in the shotgun. Stands back close to his 30-yard line. Back to pass. Got some time, steps up, and lets it go. And that one is underthrown. Trying to hit Hawkins one more time. No, it was Hawkins at the Ranger 40-yard line. It would have been a first down. As it is, it's 4th and 14 for the Chargers. They go 3 and out.
Yeah, and that time Cable's got enough time. He stepped up in the pocket. Pressure came late, but Ty just a little bit underthrown and couldn't turn around and be able to make that catch. But for the Chargers, I like to see them being aggressive. Again, it's the same thing from last week. They got to get on the same page, running the same routes, and be able to catch the ball first before they move downfield.
2 back deep. Patty gets this one. He punches a nice end-over-end kick. No, it's not nice. It goes out of bounds. Let's see where they mark it. Over by the Charger bench. They'll mark it right at the Ranger 41-yard line, 1st and 10.
Well, there's another kick that was not in the field of play. So you never know. The Charger coaches might even see that as a success if that's the hill they're willing to die on here, not even put it in play.
Now they're saying at the 49-yard line. The official that marked it first. And the Charger coaches are saying, wait, where is it?
Yeah, there's no, replay assist here.
No.
So the officials got to make all the decisions themselves.
They'll mark it at the 49-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Rangers. The official emphatically was at the 41-yard line and quickly, while the teams were coming out, jumped up to the 49-yard line, says, no, it's out here. And Charger coaches are all around that official right now saying, wait.
Yeah, the Rangers just caught another break. Had 10 yards.
I think we have an official water break here. Yeah. That's a great idea. Everybody's got to take a break for water. Yeah, there's 4 coaches around that one official right now.
I'd be questioning it too. I mean, that's big yardage. That's a huge difference.
That's 9 yards, 8 yards. 7:17 left here in the first. 7-0 Rangers. They have the ball back at their own 49-yard line, 1st and 10. Chargers need a stop here. There's a pass, too much, almost intercepted. They're saying incomplete. And that was Talon Ellis. Almost picked that one off from the Silvera pass.
Yeah, that was big by the Chargers just to not give up anything on 1st down. Really boost their confidence because that's what they need early in this game. If they get going, they're going to shut down the Rangers, but they just got to recover from that first drive, and they're on their way to doing it.
Oh, absolutely. Crognale shifts and moves up in the line. And there's a run. He cuts it back to the outside, up close to the first down. That is Eli Salvini with the run. It's going to be 3rd down in about 1 or 2. Call it 1.
And that first play with Fort Cherry rolling out like that. It got the Chargers backing up and thinking pass. So on the second play here, Salvini, had wide open running room.
With how they've been running, it wouldn't surprise me if they did play action here, took a deep shot.
Salvini hands it off. Got the first down and more. Still going, pulling the Chargers with him. And that is Huey one more time. And finally, it's blown dead inside the Charger 35-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Rangers. Rangers had him stopped in the backfield, guys, and that was a good move by Huey to get escape.
You got to be able to wrap up and tackle there, especially on 3rd and short. But Fort Cherry keeps the drive alive here, and right now they're just finding ways and finding good blocking upfield.
Silvera in the quarterback. Man in motion is Cook. He'll hand it off on the inside. One more time, it's Huey across the 30 to about the 29 of the Chargers. Picking up big chunks here, guys, 5-6 yards at a time.
Yeah, it almost seemed like that 5-yard run was a win for the Chargers with how the Rangers have been running the ball to start the game, but obviously that's not what you want to see from the Chargers. They're going to really have to stop this run soon.
Yeah, Fort Cherry's front line right now has been impressive.
Yeah, they're dominating. We're opening up big holes. 2nd and 5 from the 29. Straight back to Sig. He's got the outside. He's going to be brought down, a shoestring tackle by Ellis. Pulls him down. Or was that Bain? I can't tell if it's a 5 or it was Ellis, number 6. 1st and goal, I believe, for the Rangers inside the 10.
Yeah, that saved the touchdown. So now the Chargers just need to make sure that Ellis's work pays off here somehow. Just hold him out of that end zone.
1st down and goal. Straight back to Sig. He's trying to get to the outside. They push him back inside. He'll fall forward, and he's into the end zone for the touchdown. A 4-yard scamper. 2 4-yard touchdowns for Sig, and it's 13-0 for the Rangers.
And Sieg finding ways to be effective still, even injured. Finding a way, not playing the quarterback position as much so far tonight, but finding a way to get the ball in his hand still in wildcat form and in motion, and is able to score again.
Yeah, we were talking before the game. Playmakers are going to make plays. And, there's the extra point.
No good. That one was short. Huey misses that one. Score remains 13-0 with 5:17 left here at Jim Gary Stadium here in McDonald. Chargers yet to score, yet to get a 1st down. So let's hope that changes.
Yeah, I think right now you just got to go to the sideline. You got to calm down the team, talk to your team, right, as the coaches staff will. But the Chargers just got to come out and then they got to execute their side of the ball right on offense, and everything else will fall into place. They're going to make adjustments on the defensive end to be able to stop them.
Hey, OLSH students, the annual OLSH Powder Puff football game will take place at Youthtown on Saturday, September 21st. Come watch the seniors and junior girls duke out for a win. Gear up for the Powder Puff game with game apparel at olshgear.com.
So the Chargers, I'd like to see them open up this series with a running play because they were unable to do so after losing 5 yards on 1st down. If they can establish the run, they can really get themselves into a rhythm on offense, and that'll open up the pass more for them.
Huey's getting ready to run it up, and the ball fell over, reminiscent of our game last week. It happened to Patty Altmar.
Yeah, I was talking to him at school. He didn't realize he could re-tee it.
Yeah, he can stop, but don't kick it. Yep. Yeah, the coaching staff told him that this week.
He won't make that mistake again.
No. Huey with the run-up. Again, this one barely goes 10 yards and brought down right there at the same spot, right at the 40-yard line. And once again, it was Eli Nestor.
The Rangers just trying to keep it out of the Chargers playmakers' hands. Don't want, Speedy or Ty or those guys to give them good field position or take it back to the crib. So.
Right.
You know, they'd rather play field position game this way. You would think for the Chargers, they're happy for something like this because you gain about 20 yards to 30 yards.
I agree with you, Grant. I would go with a little run play here. It's Bush in the backfield with
because they got safeties back on this play. They didn't on the second and third down play.
They'll hand it off to no, quick pass over the middle. It's Schultz. He's behind the D. Here goes Schultz. He's in Ranger territory. The 20, the 15, and down he goes. It's Isaiah Schultz inside the 15 for the Chargers, 1st and 10.
Well, that was a perfect run-pass option there, right? And Cable's made the right decision. High IQ there, and finds Schultz across the middle on the slant, and great pickup after the catch.
Yeah, they didn't exactly run the ball, but they certainly made the Rangers think they were going to. Everyone crashed down, and they made the play, and now they just got to finish it off.
Yep, play action to Bush. And Schultz and Cable's have been working all summer with passing and working out together, so that's natural. Now Schultz in the backfield along with Bush. Maybe quick, same play again. This time, it's a touchdown for... It's Speedy Davis with the touchdown catch. Virtually the same play. This time Speedy Davis, the benefactor.
Yeah, that was a great job by the Chargers. Go right back to it. The Rangers thought that they were going to run the ball the second they got into the red zone, and then Speedy makes a play. Like I said on the other end, playmakers are going to make plays, and it's looking like we got a shootout here, so Speedy's going to have to make a lot of plays today.
2 plays, 60 yards for the Chargers for the score. Altmar in to attempt the extra point here. Let's see how this works. It really didn't get a chance last week with the 6-inch high grass. So,
well, he made from 50 pregame.
Ellis will do the holding. Snaps back, it's down, it's up, and it is good. And it's a 13-7 game as the Chargers tack on the extra point.
And the biggest thing about that too is you just change up your look on your offensive end.
Yeah.
You put 2 halfbacks in, right? You still sell it the right way. And Cable's doing a great job keeping his eyes downfield, but selling the handoff, right? Everybody collapsing and then slant across the middle with your playmakers.
And I don't know if it was you or Christian or Grant that mentioned earlier in the game that Cable's just got to, throw the little let up to the passes, not get the fastball, and that's exactly what he's done. He's getting touch on the ball the last couple times he's thrown it.
And he's selling it too. He's being patient. He's taking his time. That's what we're trying to see last week, and we seen a glimpse of it, but they weren't able to connect. But now this week, so far on this drive, there's a connection.
Yeah, they had so many touchdowns last week that were just dropped, catch and run touchdowns, and if they can continue to do this, they're going to be a very successful team.
45-yard pass and a 15-yard pass completes the 60 yards for the Chargers. Altmar ready for the run up. It's in the air. This one's not going to get to the end zone. It's going to be caught at the 25. Up to the 30, hit, broken away momentarily, and that was Blake Sweeter. Gets it up to about the 34-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Rangers. This is hard to say, but this is their worst field position so far.
Yeah, right. Both times they've had great field position that led to points, but now for the Chargers, see if they can make some adjustments on the defensive end, right? And again, I think they got to make those adjustments at the line, going by what their plays look like and who they're having in at quarterback.
I'm sure Coach Gilden's over there working his butt off trying to figure this out.
Well, so it looks like they moved Cables to the other side now.
In motion's Cornali. I'll hand it off to Huey. Huey right up the gut again. In between the tackles, another 5-6 yards. They're going to mark him 6-yard gain. It'll be 2nd and 4. Up to the 40-yard line. 2nd and 4.
Yeah, Grant, you're right too. Cable's the first 2 drives was on the other side, and now they bring him to essentially the way the Fort Cherry wants to roll out to their strong hand.
Yeah, I think Cables is going to play to whichever hand is strong.
And now he moves back.
Back over, yeah. Huey had it, taken away. This one's thrown to the bench. Nice catch there. But coach is not eligible, so it's incomplete. It'll be 3rd down and 3.
Yeah, I think Cable's moving between the two sides is going to be big, because then the quarterback has to make a decision to tell the running back where to go, and that's going to mess up the blocking scheme that the Rangers have set up, because if you run to Cable's side, he's in the area, he's most likely going to make that tackle.
Right, and you also got to get off on the edge, right? You got to put some pressure on the quarterback and in the backfield.
And Sig almost bobbled it. He gets hit hard. Down he goes, short of the line to gain. It's going to be 4th down for the Rangers in their own territory, about the 43-yard line. Tackle there by a host of Chargers.
And it looks like they're staying on the field.
Oh, yeah.
I like this call for them. They've been running the ball very well so far. I mean, a punt doesn't really change much based off how the Chargers scored on that drive with the 2 big plays. Certainly not like last week where the field position is everything.
Wildcat with Sig in the backfield. Double shift here. Now Huey comes over next to Sig. This is definitely a run formation. Sig going to cut it to the outside. Yeah, he's got the first down. He runs out of bounds at the Ranger 48-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Rangers.
Yeah, and you don't win the Whippeal Championship last year without taking some chances like that. And there you go. I mean, put it in your playmaker's hands, and Sig just following his blocks, picks up the first down, keeps his drive alive. But right now, too, the Chargers, you know, they're playing some good defense on this drive.
Yeah, they brought up 4th down, which they have yet to do, and hopefully they can do that again, make it 4th and longer.
And off here, up the middle, and again, nothing fancy for the Rangers. That was Salvini with the run, picks up about 6. It'll be 2nd and 4. Now they're saying gain of 5, so 2nd and 5 from the 48. Yeah, the Chargers, you got to stop the Rangers from getting 5-6 yards on the first down.
Yeah, and that's the other thing. Like you said, they're not doing anything that crazy. It's just right now they're following their blocks, and they're getting great blocks.
Cornali in motion. He'll hand it off. Salvini. Around and nobody over there. Salvini's got the corner down the sideline, and he's drugged down there. A great touchdown saving tackle by, is that Hawkins? Yes, it is.
So on that play there, they had 2 tight ends behind each tackle, and they looked and saw which side Cables was on. They motioned the tight end to the opposite side and then ran it right there with the extra blockers.
Correction, that was Owen Nestor with the touchdown saving tackle. 1st and 10 for the Rangers at the Charger 24-yard line. Chargers have a big play offense, and the Rangers say we can do it too. Here's Huey up the middle, inside the tackles one more time. And it's another 4 or 5 yard gain, maybe 6. Under 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. They're saying a gain of 6 to the 19. Or excuse me, to the, should be the 18-yard line. Hit in the backfield, there's flags flying. And Huey's brought down in a heap. That was Trayshawn Mitchell on the tackle for the Chargers. Let's see what the flag is. Holding on the offense, so that'll push the Rangers back a few yards. It'll still be 2nd down. It'll move it back to the 34-yard line. No, it wouldn't be the 34. The scoreboard's wrong. It's not on the 24. But this is spot foul, so. That's back on the 28-yard line now for the Rangers.
Back 10 yards.
2nd down 14 for the Rangers.
That's huge for the Chargers.
Yeah, they just need to stop here. This is 4-down territory for Coach Carey.
Most definitely.
Rinaldi in motion. Sig's going to take it, being trapped in the backfield. Oh, missed tackle in the backfield. He's going to get up to about the original line of scrimmage. Out of bounds he goes.
Yeah, that's fine there for the Chargers. If on 2nd and 14 you hold them to 4. Now you bring up 3rd down, and I think that as long as the Rangers don't pick up 5 yards on this play, they most likely will not be going for it.
Oh, I don't know. That's
Yeah,
I don't know if they've got the place kicker.
Yeah.
I think it's 4 down territory for the Rangers. It's 3rd and 10 from the Charger 24.
Got to be aware of a pass here.
And it's a handoff to Huey. Huey up the middle. He's got the first down and more. He goes down inside the 10-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal for the Rangers. Another one up the middle, untouched till he's in the backfield, guys.
Yeah, right now the Chargers are having a tough time up front, and Fort Cherry's front line's just been able to push the pile and give these big holes for them to run through. But right now the Chargers need to pack the box up a little bit.
Yep. I'm not going to make excuses for the Chargers, but let's keep in mind this is a very, very, very young line for the Chargers. All one senior and all sophomores and juniors, or
Right.
sophomores and freshmen. Penalty flag.
And also Fort Cherry's very experienced too.
See what the call is. Offsides on the Chargers.
Offsides against the Old.
That'll move the ball a little closer. Make it 1st and goal from the 2, I believe. From our angle here, it's hard to see the field. The markers. We're not very high. The camera's higher than we are, guys. So
Check that half the distance. First and goal.
they're saying from the 4. So okay, 1st and goal. Full house backfield. And it's Huey. Stops short of the goal line. We'll cut that, and again, they're making sure to keep that inside the tackles, and that's going to be the last play of this quarter, guys, unless somebody calls a timeout.
And we're going to call the game at 3. That'll be the final play of the first quarter. So your first quarter score is our Rangers 13-07.
We end the first with the score 13-7 by way of the Fort Cherry Rangers. Hey, save the date. OLSH Fall Open House is Sunday, October 20th. Explore all that OLSH has to offer and see what makes OLSH the best independent Catholic high school in our region. And if you're interested in supporting the OLSH Chargers, visit www.olshathletics.org and check out the fundraiser section in the Fan Zone tab for the latest fundraising opportunities. Well, you guys' assessment on the first quarter, guys?
Well, I think in the first quarter, the Charger front 7 has not done the best job of stopping the run, and I think that the offense, you know, they had the 2 drives. One of them fizzled out because of a negative play on 1st down. The second one was 2 big plays, so really that's not a big sample size from the offense between the 2 big hitters and the 1 loss. So the Chargers on offense have yet to establish a drive. Now the Rangers, they've been doing nothing but establishing drives, just moving it down, getting 6 at a time, and then occasionally bursting it off for 25 yards. And now they're knocking on the door of another touchdown.
Yeah, and I think for the Rangers, it's been their game, right? They've played their tempo, their pace.
Yeah.
They've controlled this game so far in the first quarter. But for the Chargers, the bright spot was that they did score so fast. And I even think on the first drive, it was just, you know, a couple drop balls. If you don't drop the ball, you move the ball too, and you're able to score. So right now, something's got to give on the defensive end. And for the Chargers, they just kind of make some adjustments here, as well as the Rangers are making these adjustments on the offensive end.
2nd and goal from the 1 for the Rangers. It's Sig straight up the middle, and he's going to walk in for his 3rd touchdown of the game. 2 of them from 4 yards out, and this one from 1 yard out. And the Rangers tack on to their lead and make it 19-7 as we start the second quarter.
And they're going to go for 2 here,
Yeah, why not?
right?
Yeah, make it even.
I would if I'm them. I mean, they've shown that they really don't have a good kicking game, and they proved that they can move the ball on the ground. Why not? Sig one more time. He's going to come student body to this side, and he's going to walk it in for the 2-point conversion. And
yeah, when you're up 12, you're up 2 touchdowns, so you might as well make it a clean 14. You don't have to worry about a field goal plus 8 tying up the game.
Absolutely.
Yep. So, with 11:57 on the second quarter clock, Rangers take a 21-7 lead. Hey, good news is we've scored more than we did last year against the Rangers.
Yeah.
Already.
Yeah, and I don't think we're done yet.
No,
it's
I don't
early
think so.
in
I
this
don't think so.
game.
No.
Like we talked about, it's going to be a little bit of a shootout, and we knew that coming in,
Yeah.
right? Our high-powered offense, right, even though we didn't score as much last week, but we know it's there and it's coming, right? And then Fort Cherry, obviously, we know how high-powered their offense is.
Yeah.
So you knew it was going to be, you know, a high-scoring game, and whoever got more stops and probably more turnovers is going to win the game. But so far, no turnovers.
Here's a scary thing. If you're a Charger fan, Shane Cornali has not even touched the ball yet today.
Yeah.
He's one of their big guns.
Right, and Sieg has still managed to find 3 touchdowns, and he has one hand, basically.
Yeah.
I
Well,
mean, he's just super impressive.
It's all he's the real deal.
But also,
he's the real deal.
their blocking has been
Their line
tremendous so far.
Their line is dominated. There's no doubt about that. This time, Cronali's going to try kicking it. Huey tried a couple times with no success.
Yeah.
Shane Cronali, as I said, he's going to touch the ball here. He's going to kick this one a little deeper. It's going to go. Yep, he's going to get the Chargers inside the 30 this time.
Yeah, good job to fall on that, making sure, you know, that's a kickoff, not a punt where you have to fall on the ball and not just watch it. And
Yeah,
stand around it.
let them pick it up.
I think that was Green that fell on the ball for the Chargers. Tybeer Green.
Let's see if the Chargers offense can score as fast as they did
Oh,
last
man.
time.
2 plays, 60 yards.
We'll take it.
Well, they have a little bit longer to go this time, this being their worst field position.
The ball's at the
Of the game.
27. Their own 27, so
Everyone up again for the Rangers, except for the corners.
there's a flag down. The Rangers all jumped, so it'll be 1st and 5 for the Chargers. It wasn't one Ranger, it was almost the entire defensive line. Cable's changing his cadence a little bit. Drawing him off, that's a quick 5 yards.
Yeah, and that's a win there too, right? Anything we can take right now.
Move the ball up to the 32-yard line. This clock is way off. They got it at the 35, but it's stepped clearly at the 32. Twins to either side. Cable's back to pass. Here comes a little pressure. He lets it fly. He's got Schultz has got it in Ranger territory. He's down at the 40-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Chargers. Another Cable-Schultz hookup.
Yeah, that's a great job by Cable standing in there. The pressure was coming, and he just said, you know what, I got to make a play here, and he did, connecting with Schultz.
And Schultz is great in the slot area there. Good job finding his spots, and Cable puts it right on the money, and Schultz another big gain here.
28-yard pass. Puts the Chargers at the Ranger 40-yard line with 11:35 to go here in the half. Twins to either side. Cable's back to pass one more time. He's got a man deep. It's Speedy, and he's got the ball. Speedy is down and out of bounds, up close to the goal line, but Speedy's down.
OLSH pass is complete. The official timeout in the field.
It'll be 1st and goal for the Chargers on a 38-yard pass. I think this is at the 2-yard line, if I'm not mistaken.
Wow, man-to-man coverage. And Speed beat him down the sideline. The pressure was coming. Cable stands in a pocket and delivers a bullet.
He's got the name for a reason.
But hopefully Speedy's okay. Maybe it took a weird turn after the catch.
Yeah, if you remember, Speedy left the game early last week, but that was severe cramping. They took him to the hospital and got the fluids and stuff back in him, but I don't think this is cramping. It might be. You never know.
Yeah, it seemed like he kind of landed on himself weird.
He might have knocked the wind out of himself when he caught the ball.
He might have fell on the ball.
I can't tell what they're looking at here. You can see what they're looking at now. It looks like they're looking at his lower body. He's on his belly right now, as you can see. And now they're just kind of waiting for him to get up. He gets up. A little bit of a hitch in his giddy up, but doesn't look like. I bet you're right. I bet you he's got the wind knocked out of him.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Might have landed on the ball awkwardly once he caught it, but tremendous catch. What a throw by Cavels, right on the money too.
Yeah, once
over
again,
the shoulder.
You know, that's the kind of plays that the Chargers failed to make last week. They got the same look on defense, but they just couldn't make the play. And now if they can make those plays, they're going to be very successful throughout the course of this game and season.
They mark him out at the 4-yard line. 1st and goal for the Chargers on a 36-yard pass. Pass and catch. And the Rangers have their running game and the Chargers have their passing game. So I'm dating myself. I don't know if you remember this TV show, The War of the Network Stars. the War of the WPIL Stars.
Yeah, that's right.
1st and goal from the 4-yard line. Cavels has Schultz and Bush in the backfield with him. Cavels is going to take it himself. Picking his way in closer to the goal line. He's stopped at the 1, and it's picked up maybe the 2. It'll be 2nd and goal for the Chargers there.
Yeah, that's certainly the right play call. I was wondering if Cavels' legs would be available at this point in the season on the offensive side of the ball, and clearly they are. So
you're saying it's on the 1. Hurry up offense for the Chargers. They quickly line up. Same setup. Twins to the near side. Full house backfield for Cavels. He's going to take it one more time. Pick his way in. And they're going to stop him just short of the goal line. How did he not get in? That 6'6" frame of his.
Chargers front line got to give him an extra push here.
Yep. 3rd down. It's 2 down territories if you're the Chargers.
Yeah, you got to get in the end zone for 6 here.
Inside 1-yard line. I would have Schultz behind Cavels.
I was going to say, let him
or
push
Bush
the pile.
and just push the pile. Just stay on your feet and let Schultz push you in.
Yep, he's under center.
Cavels under center this time. Bush and Schultz in the backfield. They are going to push him. Cavels going to take it in. No signal. Chargers are saying he's in. Everybody's saying in. I don't see a signal. All the officials are looking at each other with their shoulders, shrugging their shoulders. Touchdown, Chargers.
Well, you wonder if they said something because the Chargers brought the extra point unit on right away.
Yeah, and I mean, the way they were celebrating, too, you knew that they got in. I mean, it was only, a half inch to go.
It was like a length of the football.
Cavels is 6'6". What do you expect? If he falls forward, it should be a touchdown.
Altmar at extra point. Ellis with the hold. Snap back, it's down, it's up. It is through the uprights, and it's a 21-14 game. Chargers answer again, guys. Another good sign for this offense with 9:50 left here in a half.
Yeah, they're starting to connect on offense. The chemistry's coming around. Cable standing in the pocket, taking the pressure. The guys are running their routes, getting their spots. Good catches. Big-time catch by Schultz. Big-time catch by Speedy. Now it comes down to, again, can you get a stop on the defensive end?
Well, here's the thing I'm looking at, guys, is last week Rochester kept bringing the house and not giving our offense any time to set up. This week, the offensive line is giving Van a little bit of time here, and you can see when he's got some time, he can pick you apart.
Yeah. And they're one-on-one on the outside. We're winning that battle every time. And it's just about the hookup, right? Cable's got to put on the money for the wide receivers.
Cronali and Huey back deep for the Rangers. They'll stand around the 5-yard line. Patrick Altmar, affectionately called Patty, as in the Irish P-A-D-D-Y. Tees it up at the 40. Beautiful sunset going down. Altmar with the run up. He's going to boot this one high and deep. And he's inside the end zone. Another touchback by Altmar. And the Rangers will start at their 20-yard line.
Yeah, that was close. That could have went either way if he got out of there.
Well,
I mean,
in high school, even if your foot
Yeah.
goes into the end zone, it's touchback. And that and Cronulla caught it at the pretty much at the goal line.
Yeah. Can you imagine if we had to watch high school football kickoffs like the NFL now?
oh,
Would that be something?
No comment.
yeah, I think they already make enough plays at this level.
Yeah.
They don't need to make more plays on that special teams.
Sig will take the snap here for the Chargers. 3 in the backfield. Sends Cronulla in motion. Sig's going to hand it off. On the outside, dragged down there. And there's a flag on the play. Follows it. Salvini with the carry. Let's see what the flag is.
Well, on that play, they ran the ball to Cables' side, and Cables was right there to make the tackle.
Looked like he was checking with the Chargers sideline. I don't know. Blocking the back against the Rangers. That'll push them back. There was no gain on the play. What did the Chargers do? They send him back or take the play?
This is such a tough spot for a coach, especially with how they've been running the ball. You don't want to give them downs or yardage.
They'll take the call. Yeah, it's like take the 10 yards. I was going to say you take the 10 yards here.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Push him back.
So it's 1st and 20 from the 10-yard line for the Rangers now. You see the Chargers defense
Yeah,
slowly coming together.
I feel like they're due for a big time hit, big time play, maybe even a turnover here.
Cable switches sides again.
Same setup. Sig will take the snap. He's going to hand it off to Huey. Huey up the middle. We'll get back up to the original line of scrimmage. Maybe a yard more. May have picked up 11. It'll be 2nd down and it looks like 9 for the Rangers.
So that decision really didn't mean much. It ended up in the same spot it would have been.
Called a pickup of 12, 2nd and 8.
And that's what can happen there, right? You get a penalty, it helps you out. You push them back 10, but then you give up 12.
Yeah. And that was a big, huge hole for Huey.
Right.
Again, Sig taking the snap. He'll send Salvini in motion. Sig with the run. He tries to cut it up. He breaks one tackle, but that's it. Chargers swarm to Matt Sig. Bring him down. He'll pick up 1, maybe 2.
Yeah, that's huge for the Chargers, bringing up 3rd and long.
Picks up 2.
And now they have an opportunity to get a stop in Ranger territory where it's more of a decision on 4th down.
To the 24-yard line of the Rangers. It's 3rd down and 6. This is a huge play for the Chargers right
This
here.
is a big defensive play right here. I'd like to see a little bit of pressure from the Chargers.
Double shift. Huey and Cronulla. Hands it off to Huey. Huey hitting the backfield. He's going nowhere. The Chargers hold. It's 3 and out for the Rangers.
And that's just what you were looking for there. Harris getting into the backfield, big time play. We called his name a lot last week.
He'll pick up a couple. It'll be 4th and 4 from the Ranger 26-yard line.
So the Chargers get their stop, and now they can tie up the game with a touchdown.
Hawkins goes back for the Chargers. Sig, I think there's a timeout going to be called here. Rangers? Nope, Chargers going to call timeout.
And you got to be aware of anything here. You can't let the...
Well, Sig was back, but he wasn't really back deep like he was going to punt it.
Right.
But they did this last year. He would set up maybe 7 or 8 yards back, and then he would the quick kick.
Exactly. So that's the thing. You just got to be on your toes. You don't want them to, pick up this 1st down somehow with Sieg just, tuck and running.
I would be happy getting the ball. I would send everybody in at Sig, not so much to block the punt, but just to contain him and make him punt it.
Yeah, especially if it's an option punt.
Yeah.
That's what can make it so dangerous. He just looks out there and he sees what the Chargers are doing.
Yeah, and that's the thing that Fort Cherry does. That's why Sieg's so talented. They let him use his IQ and make adjustments at the line.
Hey, join us at Moon Stadium on Saturday, October 5th as the Chargers take on South Park in the homecoming football game. Stay tuned for more information. The game is going to be at Moon Stadium at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, so mark your calendars. Hawkins back. He's standing around his own 40-yard line. Sig is back. Like I said, he's back about 8 yards. Now he backs up a couple. And he's going to run it. Now he kicks it. Rugby style kick, and he kicks it out of bounds. It's going to be Charger ball in Ranger territory. And he's still walking inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. So the Chargers will have it at the Ranger 44.
Yeah, well, there was that option punt. He rolled out. He had he looked and he saw, well, here come the Chargers, so he just booted it away.
Yeah, so good job by the Chargers special teams there to be able to contain Sieg. Right. And get great field position as well.
44-yard line. 7:39 left here in a half. Chargers trail by a touchdown.
I wouldn't be surprised if the Chargers take another chance and a deep ball here right off the rip.
Well, now they're running cover 2 after
having
the 2 touchdowns scored on cover 0.
Cables has the ball tipped, almost caught by Hawkins, but that ball was tipped. Looked like, I don't know if that was Anderson that got the hand on the ball. I didn't get the number. One of the linemen for the Rangers.
And that's what we talked about earlier, too. Cable's got to put a little bit of touch on that one. Got to get it over to the arm.
They got a 76 out there. I don't have a 76 on my roster, so yeah, Rangers do this every year. Trip to the far side. Bush has the ball. Breaks one tackle. Still falling forward inside the 45 to the 41-yard line. It'll be third down in about 7 for the Chargers.
Yeah, that's a fine play there. Pick up some yards here, especially in this part of the field where as long as you get something on this next play, you're probably going to go for it.
Yep. Right. Chris Bush, his first carry of the game.
And you got to break it up a little bit, too. Keep it on the ground. Keep them honest.
Keep them honest there, no doubt. Bush in the backfield with Cables. Trips to the near side on a 3rd and 7 call. Cables looking to pass it. He's got his man. Almost, I think it's incomplete. Almost intercepted there. Cables trying to force it in double coverage. Trying to hit Hawkins across the middle. No, that was Anderson across the middle. John Anderson, the sophomore. Very young Charger team here, guys.
Yeah.
We talked about this last week. 13 freshmen on the team, 11 sophomores, only 8 juniors and 9 seniors.
But some spectacular athletes out there.
See if the Chargers can pin the Rangers back in deep in their territory. Altmar back to punt. That one's blocked. And the Chargers.
I think the Rangers might have touched it.
I do too. The Chargers saying we have it.
Well, the Rangers definitely touched it. The question is, did the Chargers touch it and then the Rangers touched it?
If it was a blocked punt, they touched it. They're just talking about it now.
That should be a live football. It should be the Chargers football.
It should be the Chargers ball. They're talking about it. It's funny. Everybody in red is pointing in their direction. Everybody in white's pointing in their direction. And the man with the white hat has the final say.
Yeah, I mean, right. But it was blocked, but then Fort Cherry also touched it again, and then the Chargers fell on the football.
Charger ball. 1st and 10 for the Chargers at the 35-yard line.
Yeah, you can't muff it twice and then still expect to get the ball.
And it almost looked like Fort Cherry had no idea what to do because they were around the football,
it looked
but
like they were watching
on it. Right.
Yeah.
They were almost watching for the Chargers just to touch it so it was down. But it got blocked, and then one of their players touched the ball.
Smart play by the Chargers jumping on the ball. Unfortunately, I didn't catch who jumped on it. 1st and 10 Chargers, and Chargers are ready to make the play, and Coach Gary's still arguing his point. And he gave the, like, forget you and walked away signal, Coach Gary.
And that's a tough play there because, you know,
And
the
he still-
Chargers, after just the last 2 possessions scoring so fast and efficient, and then you force them to punt, right? And now you just gave them the ball back with great field position and a chance to tie this game before halftime.
Here we go from the 44-yard line. Excuse me, 34-yard line. Cables pumps, throws, and short of Schultz. Schultz was cutting upfield. That one was like he was going to do a curl route, and that didn't happen. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Yeah, well, you know, Cables did a great job on that play of shutting down the initial option.
Yeah.
You know, he saw what the play call was, and then he diverted to the secondary play and had a good chance there, but wasn't quite completed.
Well, from the 34, 2nd and 10, 6:36 on the scoreboard here in the half. Schultz and Bush in the backfield.
Chargers got to run the ball here.
They're going to give it to Bush. Bush, can he get the corner? He will. Bush cuts it upfield. It's going to be brought down after a pickup of about 5. Maybe 4 or 5 yards for Bush. Chris Bush, the freshman.
Yeah, that's definitely the right play call there. Hopefully it wasn't a down too late for the Chargers. And now they put themselves in 3rd and manageable in 4-down territory.
Third and 6
And
from the 30.
And now you're also give yourself some options here. Obviously, you want to pick up the 1st down, but even still, you can either go for it on 4th down, or you do have Patty who can make a field goal from this range.
Yeah, this would be about almost a 50-yarder from here, but he's definitely got it in his leg. Cables back to pass. Downfield. And this one is incomplete. Up near the goal line, and it's going to be 4th and 6. What do the Chargers do? What does Coach Millitzer do? Keep in mind, Coach Millitzer missed a lot of the practice this week. He had pneumonia. Come down with pneumonia after last week's game.
Man, that's tough to prep without your head coach.
I
I
talked to him quick last. That's why Nick Millitzer did the interview, pregame interview, and talked to him last night and before the game today. And he goes, "I'm feeling better." He says, "I'm just weak. It just drained me." So
yeah.
Well, they're going to go for it. 4th and 6 from the 30-yard line. Bush in the backfield. Cables back to pass. Got the time. And it goes incomplete. Turnover on downs. The Rangers hold. They'll take over at their own 30 with 5:37 left on the scoreboard here in the halftime, in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, I think going for it was the right decision there. And the main reason being not because of Patty's leg, it's because of the fact that he's never attempted a field goal this long before with the line play in there.
Yeah.
You know, that's a big adjustment to make, having to kick the ball regardless of what's going on around you. And you don't want to have him do that for the first time in such a tight game in a big spot.
On a grass field.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
even though they do practice in grass at Youth Town. So.
Right. And I like the Chargers being aggressive
Oh,
there.
yeah.
And they had a man open, just underthrew him.
Handoff inside. It's Huey. Cuts it up. He's going up close to the 1st down. There's a flag thrown in for a good measure. It's up near the 1st down marker, but let's see if Huey's run holds up. Where's the man in the white hat? There he is. Holding against the Rangers. That'll move him back 10 yards. And we'll do it again. It'll be 1st down and a long way to go for the Rangers. Depends on where the hold was. If it's behind the line of scrimmage, I think it goes from the line of scrimmage. And if it's beyond the line of scrimmage, it goes from the spot, I believe.
Yep.
So it was beyond the line of scrimmage, so it's going to be 1st down and about 12 or 13. They're going to call it officially 12. Snap back. They're going to throw it. Looking downfield. There's a man, and it falls incomplete. Crossing pattern, and Silvera threaded the needle to the ground.
Yeah, and that was Ellis off the corner edge there. Got some pressure on him and was able to pick up an incomplete pass.
Yeah, the pressure certainly impacted that throw. Just throw off the timing, and that's all it takes on these deeper plays.
Silvera, a sophomore. He's 6'4", 205.
He's a big boy. Got some size, got the arm strength.
It'll be 2nd and 12 from the 28. In motion goes Huey. They're going to pitch it out to him, and that one's, I don't know, is that a lateral?
I would dive on a football.
They're saying it was. It's a live ball. It's going to be all the way back inside the 15. Or excuse me, inside the 25.
That swing pass behind the line
Behind
of
line
scrimmage.
of scrimmage.
Yeah, the Chargers got to dive on that football.
Well, the Rangers corralled it pretty quickly.
Yeah.
There wasn't much to dive on, but, you know, that's the risk of running that kind of play.
But I don't think they realized it at first.
No, I don't. I
He
don't.
just thought it was incomplete.
Under 5 to go here in a half. It's 3rd and 19 for the Rangers. They're going to throw it downfield. Airing it out. And this one is going to be caught at the Charger 40-yard line. Coming back to it. He turned Nestor around, and Nestor couldn't recover.
Yeah, you're just looking up there for that ball, just trying to figure out where it is. And, you know, the offense is more used to looking up for the ball in that situation than the defense.
I believe that was Cook, was it
Yeah,
not?
that was Cook.
Came down with it.
I believe that ball was up there and for about 15 minutes.
Yeah, that was a nice pitching wedge.
Absolutely.
4:34 to go here in a half. They'll hand it off to Huey up the middle. Drags the Powell with him across the 35 to about the 34, 33-yard line. Another big gain for Huey.
The Rangers picking up some momentum here.
Yeah.
After that big catch, they pick up a couple more yards on the run. The Chargers got to be disciplined here.
From the 34, it's 2nd and 4. We'll hand it off. Huey one more time. It's Huey up the middle. He cuts it outside the tackles. It'll be a 1st down up near the 25-yard line. Let's see where they mark it.
And a penalty, too, on the Chargers, I believe. They tried to sub, but it was too late. I don't think they got off the field in time.
Once again, we're going to zoom in on the official and see what the call is. It is illegal substitution against the Chargers, which is declined. It's the right call if you're the Rangers. Take the yardage.
Free play.
It'll be 1st down at the 25-yard line. Nose of the ball on the line. .345 left here in a half. Can the Chargers keep the Rangers out of the end zone here? And a nice sustained drive. Huey gets it and gives it back. They flip it out. Is he saying, I think they're saying incomplete. He's incomplete.
Yeah.
Caught the ball out of bounds. Nice catch by Evan Rogers, but he was out of bounds. And once again, Coach Gary is not happy.
Yeah, but he was definitely out of bounds there. He kind of used the catch and took the leverage of the defender, but then the defender kind of carried him out of bounds.
Nestor bit on the play fake, but he was able to
get
recover
back,
and get back into play and disrupt that, so he didn't catch it inbounds.
2nd and 10 from the 25. Huey gets it off tackle, cuts it upfield. He'll get a few. 2 or 3. It'll be 3rd down. To about the 22, and we got a Charger on the ground. I forgot to get my binoculars out, guys. Can you see who that is? Timeout. I'm trying to see who it is. Training staff out to check on the Charger. Looks like they're stretching his leg out. You see there. There's Coach Militzer walking in. That was freshman Isaiah Gamble.
And the rain's starting to come down here.
Oh, is it?
That's
Yeah.
going to
Oh, yeah,
change.
we do have some black clouds. Hey, we're under cover.
Yeah, it's going to change some stuff on the field of play, though.
Want to thank Mike Kalish running the camera for us tonight. Thanks, Mike. And he's good because he's undercover as well. We were going to put him outside. I bet you he's happy when he's undercover now.
Yeah, you know, he doesn't normally like to stand out in the rain, but I mean, I think he would have been okay with it, right?
3rd and 7 from the 22-yard line for the Rangers. 3:19 up on the scoreboard clock.
See if the Chargers can get in the backfield again, bring some pressure off the edge.
Empty set for the Rangers. In motion. They hand it off. No, they faked it to Sig. It's a decoy. Going to be up close to the first down. I think he's going to be a little short, though. That was Huey, was it not? Again?
It was.
Yeah, it was.
I hope you can bring up 4th down, even if it's by the slimmage of margins here.
Yeah, it's 4th
For
and
the Chargers, you
fourth
got
and
a
length.
chance to get off the field.
4th and length of the football. Trying to draw the Chargers. He gives ground, and he gets the first down. Sig. He'll step out of bounds. First and goal for the Rangers. Inside the 10-yard line, he goes out of bounds.
Sig did not look ready for that snap. He seemed pretty surprised that he got the ball, but he still made a play with it and got the first down.
Yeah, it was more like a little bit of a delay, but I don't think it was designed. And Sieg got to the outside, got some good blocking, picks up the first down, and keeps this drive alive for the Rangers to be able to put some more points on the board. And for the Chargers, they're going to need a big-time stop here to be able to keep this game where it is at a one-score game.
Sig will take the snap. He's pre-snap penalty. I'm OLSH. Thanks for listening, everybody. Alongside, I have Grant Kalish and Christian Harbaugh bringing you the action here tonight. Offsides against the Chargers. That's 5 free yards. Or half the distance, rather, not half. So that'll make it 1st and goal from the 4. Being it won't go 5 yards, we were inside the 10. If I'm the Rangers, I got Sig running 4 times if necessary. There he is for the first time. And Chargers will stop him short of the goal line. It'll be 2nd down and goal.
You know, you have to wonder if the Chargers have to think about taking a timeout soon. 2 minutes and 30 seconds left. They're certainly going to want to get this ball back. Even if the Rangers get in, they're going to have an opportunity to double dip with getting the ball to start the second half and tie up the game.
Oh, I believe that was Bennett with the run, was it not, number 5?
No, I think it was Sieg.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
I'm looking through the window now, so it's like I got a distorted look. And I think we got a timeout called by Fort Cherry. Nope, Chargers going to take their 2nd timeout.
Good call there, Grant, because obviously, like you said, the Chargers offense, they can score quick, right? But you want to be able to try to be able to put some points on the board, especially if the Rangers are going to get in for a touchdown here and go up 2 scores. And then also the Chargers get the ball and start the second half.
Right. I was going to make that point that they are going to get the ball. Hey everybody, gear up for the fall sports season with new Charger fashion from www.olshgear.com. Customize your gear with You Pick Apparel. Represent your favorite team and visit the sales section for discounted items. And did you know that you can earn money for OLSH Athletics when you purchase gift cards through Raise Right? The Athletics General Fund receives a percentage of each physical and e-gift card bought by our program participants. If you have questions or want to learn more, email sstuckman@olsh.org. That's SSTUCKEMAN @olsh.org. Here we go, 2nd and goal from the 1. There's all kinds of shifting going on by the Rangers. It's Sig still going to take the snap. He's got Huey next to him. Bennett in motion, Sig to the right side, and he's going to... Nope, the Chargers going to stop him short of the goal line. It's going to be 3rd and goal. I thought he was going to fall in, but he's just short. It's inside the 1-yard line.
So it looks like the Chargers waiting on a timeout for potentially after this play.
Yep, we're down to 1:35 in the rolling clock.
They only got one left.
There's a bunched formation except for the 2 wideouts. They're spread way out. Sig going to hand it off to Huey. He's going to walk it in for the touchdown. Huey gets the touchdown. And it makes it 27-14 Rangers. And you can bet your bottom dollar they're going to go for 2. Nope, looks like they're going to set up the kick.
Yeah, it must have just been purely the situation.
To get that point back, yeah. Cronali will do the holding. The kick is up. And it is good. I believe that was Huey that did the kicking, was it not?
It was. And now for the Chargers, got a timeout and 1:19 seconds. And that's a lot of time for them, the way the offense is. But you're going to want to take some shots here and see if you can score.
I would air it out and see if you can score quickly. You got 1 timeout, and if not, you just got to use up enough clock that you don't give the Rangers enough time to work it down the field. They do have 3 timeouts, but there's only 1:19 left on the scoreboard.
Yeah, like you're saying, Al, you don't want to score too quickly.
Right.
And squander your advantage here.
Because remember, the Chargers, as you said, Grant, will get the ball to start quarter number 3.
But you want to take care of the ball, though.
Exactly.
You don't want to turn it over right away.
Don't be reckless. Yeah, don't be reckless. Is that Hawkins back deep? Again, I'm looking through the window. Hawkins and looks like Garner on the far side. Cronali will do the run up. He's going to squib this one. Going to kick it. Picked up there at the 30-yard line. Doesn't get it back to the 35, but Chargers will take over with 1:18 left. I think the clock started late, but.
Yeah, I think they just kind of ran a second off after the play.
I don't think it started in time.
No.
When he kicked it off, from the time he touched it, it should have started, and the clock started with not. At the kick, it was 1:19 on there. There's 1:18 now. That play didn't only last a second. But 1st and 10 for the Chargers at their own 33-yard line. Now we're moving it back to the 31-yard line. Trips to the near side for the Chargers. Bush in the backfield with Cables. Gets the snap. Looking to throw, steps up. And that one down the middle. Missed his target, falls incomplete. 1:13 left on the scoreboard. How about that? John Anderson went all the way down to the 30-yard line to pick up that incomplete pass and hand it to the officials.
He was waving his hand because he was like, man, I was wide open. And then he was like, well, I guess I'll go pick up the ball because he didn't throw it to me. But Cables, not sure who that was intended to. Schultz kind of, came up 10 yards short, but.
Yeah, a little bit of a panic throw.
Yeah, it was good to see him get rid of it.
Wins to either side. Cable's looking to, he hands it off, and we got a pre-snap whistle. I would imagine there's motion on the Chargers. Although the official's looking toward the Charger bench. Yeah, that's procedure on the Chargers. False start, whatever you want to call it. Pre-snap violation by the Chargers.
All right, and that was going to be a great delayed handoff to Bush. He was going to have some light and some running room there.
I thought he had some green in front of him. Yeah, I mean, you're right, Christian. Anderson and Hawkins out wide to the near side. Schultz and Speedy up. And the Rangers jump and we'll get the 5 right back. Unless the Chargers jumped. The Rangers are all yelling at each other, so it is. The Rangers jump, so they get the 5 right back. So it's 2nd and 10 once again.
Yep, just canceling out. Now, it'll be interesting to see if the Chargers go back to the original play call of the delayed handoff.
Well, they're in the same setup. Twins to either side. Schultz and Garner out to the far side, and you got Anderson and Hawkins out to the near side. Cavels with the snap. Comes the pressure, hands off the Bush. He's got some room. He's up, breaks one tackle, breaks another one across the 40, up close. He's got the first down.
Yeah, that's a big first down there. They did go right back to that play call, and now they got to hurry it up and try to get across the field. They've got 1 minute left. See what Coach Milcher draws up.
1 minute to go. The clock winds.
Yeah, picking up that first down stops that clock so you can get to the line.
Cables to pass. Looking, he's got time, goes downfield. Schultz, it's intercepted. It's Matt Sig. Sig cutting to the outside. Jumps over one. That's, I didn't know you could jump over, you could hurdle a tackler.
And that was the one thing that we talked about that couldn't happen. And Cables just airs that ball up.
Well, what happened there is he had a lot of time, and he just saw his guy down there, and he put too much trust in him, and that was triple coverage. That's never going to go well.
Here's my take on it, though. Matt Sig, great play, but he hurdled a tackler. That's illegal. You can't do that. That's a personal foul.
Yeah, I mean,
but they didn't call
maybe
it.
they're looking at it like he dove, and I mean, I agree, but
no, the guy was in tackling position. He dove right over him. He jumped right over him.
But impressive play with one hand.
38 seconds, yeah. In Charger territory, 1st and 10 for the Rangers, trying to tack on here, and you got it right. That's exactly what you didn't want to happen. The pass, that one's tipped and knocked down. It's incomplete. That'll stop the clock with 35 seconds.
Good job by Van there.
Yeah, unfortunately there was no one under that one to try to take it right back. That's almost something, it's like a video game play, right? You throw the pick, you get it right back.
Well, that's happened last week with Van. He knocked it down and tipped it a couple times and then came up with somebody else. I remember somebody else came up with the interception, but yeah. Silvera back in the backfield, sends Crognale in motion, fakes the handoff, and it's cross-buck action. Huey cutting it up the sidelines. He goes out of bounds, 1st and 10 for the Rangers at the Charger 25-yard line.
Well, that was a great play call there because that's not just an ordinary run. That's a little bit of trickery. But if that play does go south for the Rangers, there's not really a high risk of turnover.
Right.
And they can just take it to the half.
As it is, it's 1st and 10 from the 25.
The Chargers defense going to have to come up with a big stop here. Can't allow points.
Actually, it's a 23-yard line. Silvera to throw it. Chargers there, and it's intercepted by Schultz. Schultz comes back and intercepts it. He goes down the sideline, still down the sideline, across the 25, the 30, and he's out across the 35. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Chargers. They have 15 ticks left in the half to do something with it, and I'm not sure if that ball was tipped before Schultz got to it, but great
it looked
play.
like Ellis tipped the ball up in the hands, and it landed in Schultz's hands, but terrific play by the defense, and that was something that the Chargers needed to manage to keep the score where it is.
Yeah, they only got 15 seconds, but I think that they got to go for something here because
throw it down the field right now.
Yeah, you got to throw it down the field, and even if it's picked off, you got your linebacker Cables back there to make a tackle.
But here, the thing is if there's nothing there, Vance just got to throw it away.
Yep.
No interceptions here.
Timeout.
Fort Cherry takes the timeout. They're first. Should the clock still be at 15 seconds?
Yeah, it kind of went down a second. Now it's at 14.
So, oh, here's the situation. The Chargers with 1 timeout left. Fort Cherry has 2. I'm sure they're not going to want to call timeout unless they get the ball back right here on this play. Chargers trail by 14, 28-14 against the Rangers. It's a very good Ranger team. They're ranked number 1 in 1A. So this is
Yeah, they're solid.
it's a solid team. They're going to go far in 1A.
Yeah,
so
they don't
there's no
make
doubt.
mistakes.
No.
They got playmakers.
Well, it's a Tanner Gary football team, and Gary Name's been with Fort Cherry since I can remember. It's like an inheritance. They just keep passing it down to the next generation.
That's right.
Here we go, the Chargers with 14 ticks left. They are 70 yards from pay dirt.
Speedy's down at the bottom. Let's see if Sieg drops back to his side.
Cables rolls. He's going to let it fly. And once again, it's Sig down the far sideline. No, this is Pernali. Big hit there, knocks him out of bounds with 2 seconds left. That's going to be a late hit, I believe, with 2 seconds left.
And a flag coming in from the far side.
Well, that's not what you wanted, but the good news is there's only 1 play left here.
Yeah, I actually don't hate it because you're in this position here where you're down by 2 scores and you have an opportunity to cut it to 1 score and then tie it up. Now this late hit is going to bring them a lot closer. But
I'm assuming it's a late hit. I don't know.
yeah, it came in late, but you want to give yourself
Yep.
a chance
Yep.
on every drive you can, and that's what Cables was doing.
Yeah, the only thing there about, I mean, I love taking the opportunity, but for Cables, you just don't want it to hurt his confidence, right? Throwing
Right.
back-to-back picks,
Well,
it's tough.
Well,
you know,
he's got to realize that one there, that was just your typical Hail Mary.
right,
I mean,
you're just trying to throw it out there and make a play. But I will say it was impressive. A little bit on the run, he wasn't squared up.
right.
And
he let it fly.
he got it down there, just wasn't able to come up with the football.
From the Chargers' 26-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Rangers. It's a one and done here unless there's a penalty on the defense. Full house, like this is like a power eye plus for the Rangers. Silvera wanting to throw it, puts it in the air, and that one is incomplete.
And Silvera's pass falls incomplete.
And that's the end of the half.
That's the final play of the half.
So we've completed 24 minutes of play, or not, yeah, 24 minutes of play. And it's 28-14 Rangers. Chargers trail, but all in all, I don't think they've done half bad. It took them a little bit. It was a slow starter. It was like a boom.
Right. And then the offense figured it out, and you put some points on the board. But now it's going to be the adjustments on the defensive end.
Yeah, the Chargers have some work to do to get back into this game. And, you know, they just couldn't quite close out the half the way that they wanted to with allowing that score and then throwing the 2 interceptions. It's not really about the interceptions. It's more about the lack of ability to score on your part. But the Chargers kept themselves in this game in the first half, and they've given themselves an opportunity to win it here in the second. But they are going to have to play some really good football to do so.
Hey, you want to save the date for Ladies' Night Out, sponsored by the OLSH Prom Committee, on Friday, October 4th at Highmark Stadium. Now, tickets are $45 and be available online beginning actually yesterday. Or no, 2 days ago on the 28th. Tickets include food, a signature drink, door prizes, and the evening will feature different vendors, games of chance, basket raffles, and more, so much more. You won't want to miss out on this one. Also, OLSH parents, you're invited to an exclusive parent social at the school on the evening of Wednesday, September 18th. Enjoy drinks and grub from the Ichabod while you get to know fellow OLSH parents like yourself. Stay tuned for more information coming. And if you want more information on the OLSH Chargers, as always, that would be rosters or stories. If you want to visit www.olshathletics.org. We do want to send out special thanks to our website sponsor, Covenant Financial Advisors. Folks, we'll step aside, pay a couple bills. We'll be back with some halftime commentary, and we'll get you ready for third quarter action. Don't you dare go away. We'll be right back after these messages on the OLSH Sports Network. All right, for your halftime entertainment, enjoy the Fort Cherry Marching Band. Welcome back to McDonald, Pennsylvania, Fort Cherry High School, where the Fort Cherry Rangers are ahead of your OLSH Chargers, 28-14 at halftime. And we are getting ready to get going at halftime. It's the third quarter, guys, and not where the Chargers want to be, but all in all, you weigh everything out, I don't think it's as bad as it looks.
Yeah, no,
I mean, there's some good stuff.
Two-score game, not bad, especially because the Chargers' first 2 possessions couldn't get it going 3 and out right quick. But then they come back and they put points on the board, scored 2 touchdowns, and they did it in great fashion, quick too. So you know with that high-powered offense that they can score quick. Now it's going to be the adjustments on defense and being able to stop Sieg and the Rangers from scoring points.
Yeah, well, the Chargers, they were able to survive in the first half, right? They got to the second half, and that's always a key whenever you're losing in a high school football game. It's hard for that team to survive and stay in the game. But, you know, the Chargers certainly going to make this game a game of 2 halves and come out here firing. They're going to get the ball. They're going to do something. Hopefully they're going to score. And, you know, Cable just has to make good decisions, and I think the Chargers will be in a good place.
I think you're right, Grant. I think they need to mix up the pass and the run. I mean, it's not in panic mode yet. The Chargers, as you said, Christian, have proven that they can move it down the field and score. They just need to contain the Rangers right now, and I think they're in a good place to make a game of this. I mean, it's not out of hand yet, but the Chargers need to shore up their defense, and the holes are just too big. You give credit where credit's due. Right now, the Rangers are controlling the line, and that's where they're winning the game right now.
Right, and they've controlled the pace too.
Yeah.
The game has been, time of possession's been on their side, and they've slowed it down and played to their pace, right? And they're keeping it, third and short, second and short, and they're picking up first downs, keeping drives alive. So for the Chargers, obviously we know they're going to need their defense to be better, but they're also going to have to, come up with a couple turnovers or something to change this momentum of this game and favor the Chargers.
Yeah, that's certainly an interesting dynamic. Through the first 3 halves of this season, the Chargers have played how the opposition wants the game to be played, right? They've played to the opposition's pace, so the Chargers looking in this half to kind of play their game. They want to play the Chargers game, not the Rangers game, not the Rams game. They want to play as they want to do it, and I think if they can do that, they're going to win the game.
That's a great point, Grant. They're letting the other team dictate the pace of the game, and the Chargers, I'm sure that they want to have a ball control game down the field, but they're being put into situations where they need the quick offense. The Rams last week wasn't so much that. It was just great defense on both teams, and the Chargers getting acclimated. A lot of the young players getting acclimated to Friday Night Lights. And I think this week, I think it's a little better, but they're going up a little bit better competition this week, and they have to adjust to that.
Yeah, most definitely. And like we said, Chargers get the ball first to start this half. You're going to have to go down and score, manage to not turn the football over, go down, put points on the board, and then just get your defense set. And after that, you get a 1-score game here. Anything can happen. We knew it was going to be a little bit of a high-scoring game, a shootout. So right now the Chargers just going to have to change their game, get their pace to be played that way, and score in a good fashion and be able to stop them on defense.
All right, we'll step aside. We'll be back for the beginning of quarter number 3 with the Chargers and the Rangers. Rangers ahead 28-14 here at halftime. Don't you go away.
Another score. Menneson 40. West Green 6. West Green is our opponent next week at West Green.
Welcome back to Fort Cherry, where the Rangers and the Chargers are set to go in third quarter action. Both teams are out on the field. 28-14 is the score, as you can see there. And Chargers will get the ball, and we'll see which team made the better adjustments? You know, these are two great coaches, and both teams are going to make adjustments at halftime. Who's the better chess player here? You know?
Yeah, that's what it's going to come down to. And for the Chargers, like we said, just get out on the right foot here to start this third and change the momentum back to your side.
Yeah, you know, the Chargers, they're going to have to make a statement here, I feel as though, early in the third quarter to get back to where they want to be, right? They're in the game, but they're not where they want to be right now. And they need to make a statement and, you know, just have some kind of big play, you know, because that really energizes the team. And at this point in the game, momentum's very important. You know, they get a little lapse at the half, right? The Rangers kind of coming down on how they were feeling. And now if the Chargers can strike big right away, they have a chance to just go out and dominate the second half.
Yeah, I think you're right. If the Rangers so far, and we know last year they were like the number one team, and they're the number one team this year coming into 1A play. I mean, this isn't 1A game, but in 1A, and they really haven't had a challenge this year. So I think if the Chargers can give them something to think about in the second half, that might be an advantage to the Chargers. We don't know if they're – I mean, the Rangers are a talented team, but how do they handle adversity, you know?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you know, the Rangers do a good job at always putting points on the board and playing in front. So, you know, a little bit of pressure goes their way, a little bit of adversity. Hopefully the Chargers can pick up a couple penalties now that go their way and able to, you know, flip the field position as well.
Yeah, it's always tough for these kind of teams in high school whenever they're not used to playing close games and then they end up in a couple close games. We saw that 2 years ago for the Chargers where they just kind of rolled through everyone and then they played a couple tough games and then that was kind of it. So if the Chargers can give the Rangers a true challenge here, they might just fold.
I mean, other than the playoffs last year, through the regular season, I'm trying to look here at the closest game. The closest game was a 55-22 win over Burgettstown last year. So, I mean, you know, they were winning games like 42-0, 42-13, 42-8, 48-41. Oh, that was the closest one. 48-41 over Bishop Canavan. 42-0 over the Chargers. 51-0 Shar Houston. 49-6 Beth Center. 55-13 Carmichael's. And 42-6 over Northgate. So, I mean, there's not much. I mean, I'm not saying that the other teams are bad. That's just how good Fort Cherry is. So, and they haven't really lost anything. Matt Sig just keeps getting better. He was a phenom player from freshman on. So,
right. No, I mean, he's been tremendous tonight. Obviously got a couple touchdowns. He's got an interception. I mean, he's super impressive. So, right now the Chargers obviously got to shut him down, but they got to shut the rest of Fort Cherry down too. And like we talked about earlier, Fort Cherry's front line has just been great.
Yeah.
So the Chargers are going to have to find a way to change that now in the second half.
Little off misdirection plays and things like that on offense and defense. They got to do some scheming on the lines and, you know, some twisting and
I agree, and put a little bit of pressure on them too. You know, I think the Chargers did make that adjustment, bringing guys off the edge and blitzing a little bit from their linebacking crew, and that changed the game a little bit here. But they're going to have to, again, I think, create a turnover to be able to come up and get back in this game and win this game.
Well, you wonder if on the defensive side of the ball, if the Rangers continue to run in the middle how they have, if they kind of shift cables into the middle a little bit, even though that's not his true position, just try to get your playmakers in the right spot on every play.
Yeah, you know, I've been paying attention, but name we haven't called tonight, and like I said, I might have missed it, was Harris. We haven't called his number.
Yeah,
so,
I think only one time in the red zone. Other than that, yeah, he's got to get active here.
So the Rangers getting ready to kick off here. It'll be Hawkins and Garner back deep for the Chargers. Rangers have not shown the ability to kick the ball deep. Shane Cornelli will do the kicking honors for the Rangers.
Yeah, they've been trying to keep that away from the Chargers playmakers. Ty Washington out there, or Hawkins, sorry, and Speedy.
Cornelli ready, hands up, here we go. And another line drive kick. This one's right at Gilden. Cassius trying to get to the outside. He does, but he gets taken down. It's going to be good field position for the Chargers at the 42-yard line, where they'll take over 1st and 10. Cassius Gilden, one of the up men, takes the ball there.
Well, let's see what the Chargers do here. I'd like to see them open up with a running play, because they really have not established the running game at all throughout this game or the last game, and that's something that's going to be very important for the team as the year goes on. You can't put it all on Cables to do it.
Yeah, Chris Bush had a nice run there late in the first half. And they'll give it to him right here up the middle. He breaks a couple tackles, gets up to the line of scrimmage, no further. He might have picked up one to the 44-yard line.
And you called it there. They drew up a run play, but couldn't pick up too much yardage. But the one thing I'd like to see, too, is Cables rolling out. Let him make a decision with his feet or throwing the ball. I'd like to see him make the decisions.
Bush picks up 2 on the run. It'll be 2nd and 8 for the Chargers from their own 44. Just underway here in the 3rd quarter. Glad you could join us, OLSH, with Grant Kalish and Christian Harbaugh. Twins to either side for Cables. He hands it off once again to Bush. Bush trying to get to the near side. Nothing doing there. And Bush gets brought down back at the original line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 2. It'll be 3rd and 10. No, they'll just say loss of 1. Third and 9.
It's the right idea, just not executed well for the Chargers. So now they've dug themselves back into the 3rd and long hole, and they have to convert this one.
Chargers need a jet sweep. Bring Speedy in motion and let him run.
They need to do, that. They need to fake it to the outside, because the Rangers are going to the outside, and then the inside will open up for them. Trips to the far side for Cables. Got the snap. He's going to roll that way. He's got some open space. He's going to flip it down the field. Speedy Gardner spins to try to get it, and it's going to fall incomplete. Coverage there by Shane Cornelli and Matt Sig on the coverage.
And that was exactly what we wanted to see.
But earlier in the
Cables roll
sequence,
on,
yeah.
but early in the sequence, and then also there, it's tough with him going that way, trying to square back up and throw.
Yeah.
I know you're trying to go to the empty side, but it puts a tough play on Cables to be able to turn, set, square up, throw the ball down the field. So just a little bit over the head of Washington there, or Hawkins.
Altmore back to punt. Gets this one a line drive kick, and it's going to bounce and go out of bounds. Should be inside the 20-yard line. We have a flag down. Let's see what this hanky is for. They're going to mark it. That's a bad mark. They're marking it at the 24-yard line. But let's see what this is. It's against the Chargers, because they're looking for Fort Cherry sideline here for a decision. I think they're going to kick it again. Let's see how much of a penalty it is. Holding against the Chargers. So that'll back them up 10 yards, and they'll get to kick it again. That hurts.
Well, it's an interesting decision there to have the Chargers do the re-kick based off the fact that they had that muff punt earlier. With how dominant the Ranger offense had been, you figure you just want to get them out there and get the special teams off the field.
No, I understand it, though, because now you're going to get the ball probably close to midfield, if not into Charger territory. High snap. Altmaier Get this one high in the air, and it's going to go out of bounds, and that's going to be right around midfield is where that one's going to be marked.
At the Ranger sideline.
They're going to mark it. Oh, that's a good mark for the Chargers on that one. They're marking it at the Ranger 40, 41-yard line, somewhere in there. So if you're a Charger fan, you're happy with that mark. Marking it at the 41, 1st and 10 for the Rangers.
Well, here comes this defense back onto the field, and they have to really dig in here and draw their line in the sand in the second half.
I'd like to see Colby Swigert make a big play here. Haven't called his name tonight. Silvera started the count, called it off, looks to the sideline for the play. 10 minutes to go here. Muffed in the backfield and hit in the backfield, and down they go. At the 40-yard line, a loss of at least one, maybe two.
Yeah, anytime you get negative yardage on first down, that can often kill a drive, and that might be the break the Chargers need here.
They're saying Huey picked it up with his knee on the ground. It goes all the way back to the 36-yard line.
A big break for the Chargers there.
Call it the 37. Second down and 13. It's a run off to the right side. I think it's a straight run play for Silvera. Chargers will stop that one for a short gain. It's still 3rd and beyond the sticks, so 3rd and about 11, maybe 12, pickup of 1.
And that's more like it. That's what you like to see from the Chargers defense there.
Yeah, it's not like the Rangers did anything different there on that second down play. It's just the Chargers were acclimated to that, and they made their adjustments, and then they made the stop.
Matt Sig will take the snap this time. Gee, I wonder what we're going to do here. Unless he hands it off, but 2 in the backfield with Sig. In motion comes Crognale. Sig hands it off. Trying to get the corner. And a good play there by the Charger defense. Picks up a couple. Salvini with the run. Picked up a couple. It'll be 4th down for the Rangers. Inside their own 45-yard line. Call it the 44.
And that was Cavles there. They ran to his side, and big-time tackle by him. And see what they're going to do here. Maybe another option play for Sig to punt the ball.
I'm sure that's their punt play. Sig back in punt formation. Back deep for the Chargers is Hawkins. Back by himself. Sig stands at his 35-yard line waiting the snap. It's back. Sig's got it. He's going to roll out. He's going to run it. And he's going to be stopped short of the line to gain. It'll be Charger ball, a turnover on downs, and you know that's going to be the play.
Right, and good job by special teams again to funnel Sig and make the tackle in open field.
Turnover on downs. Chargers will get the ball in Ranger territory at their 48-yard line. 1st and 10 Chargers.
Now, the one thing I will say, guys, is that the Chargers have had chances here and opportunities, even in the first half, a couple times where they turned the ball over on the 2 interceptions late in the half. But a couple times they've got stops, but just couldn't come up with points.
Right.
Now they're going to be able to put some points on the board, and maybe the momentum shifts a little bit here.
7:35 on the 3rd quarter clock. Chargers with the ball on the Ranger 48-yard line.
Let's see if they run the ball here after the first 2 runs the last series kind of started out.
In motion goes Hawkins. They give it to Bush. He gets hit in the backfield. Nothing doing there. A loss of about 4. It'll be 2nd down and 14 for the Chargers, and they tried that run, but the Rangers had it scoped out.
Yeah, I think the Chargers kind of outthought themselves there, thinking like, oh, yeah, the run didn't work out last time, so now they're not going to think we're going to do it. But then they just got the same look.
What I like about that play, though, what they should do, now that sets up for another play, but fake the handoff on the run pass option and throw the swing pass out the tie and let him use his feet.
Yeah, he's got the momentum going already.
And the other thing is, again, they got to get Speedy involved here. So whether it's a bubble screen, whether it's a jet sweep for him, something for him to touch the ball.
Pressure for Cables. He's rolling out. He's passing. And that one is incomplete. Almost intercepted by Blake Sweeter. And it goes incomplete. It's going to be third down.
Yeah, so they got Cables rolling out on that one. But, you know, as you were saying, Christian, the Chargers ran the wide receiver screen on the first play of the game. It went for -5 yards. They're yet to go back to it. That was such a big part of their offense last week. I'm surprised that they're not giving it another try.
Right, I
Last
agree
couple
with you.
years, that was their
Yeah.
big play. That little bubble screen to the wide receiver, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, I agree with you. And Fort Cherries did a good job so far. They've been covering downfield. They've been doing a good job getting in the backfield, putting a little bit of pressure on Cables. Maybe just a quick swing pass would be something to get the Chargers going.
3rd and 15 from the Charger 47. All kinds of movement on the far side of the field on the lines. Was it the Rangers or the Chargers jumping first? It's going to be procedure, false start against the Chargers, and I'll move them back another 5. It's going to be 3rd and 20 now for the Chargers.
And now you got to pick up a good chunk of yardage to be able to
At least punt it and get it deep.
either flip the field or at least give yourself a chance.
High snap, Cables brings it down, flips it out, and he's got Bush incomplete. He had his man. I don't know if he'd have gotten a first down, but he'd have gotten at least half of it back, but couldn't hold on to it. It's 4th and 20 for the Chargers, and Altmaier will come back out and kick this one away. Crognale and Huey go back deep for, no, it's not Huey, that's Wolf back deep for the Rangers.
Yeah, another wasted opportunity for the Chargers. They've been getting the stops recently between the last drive of the first half and then the 2 this half. They could have the lead, but they're still in that 2-score hole.
Altmaier gets this one off. Nice kick here. Sends them back. Crognale muffs it and just missed the tackle there. Crognale picks up, goes to the far side, trying to get the side. He does. Avoids the tackle, leaps ground 1. Goes out of bounds. That was a nice return after the muffed kick. Comes out to around the 35-yard line. Let's see where they mark it. Opportunity there for the Chargers to get the Rangers back deep in their territory. It'll come out to, looks like right at the 35-yard line. Yep, that's where they'll start. Actually, it looks like it's on the 34, actually. Yep. Hand it up off of the middle. Cables, he just plowed over Huey. Cables hit Huey. Huey went 3 yards before he hit the ground.
Yeah, taking out some frustration from the offense there.
Most definitely. I don't think the Chargers were ready for that play either. They weren't set.
Quick snap there, yeah. Silvera waits to receive the snap. He goes back, hands it off. This is Salvini. There's a flag down. Salvini continues up. It'll be a first down should it hold. But speaking of, I think it's a hold.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it's going to be huge. Give the Chargers another chance to get a stop on this series.
Let's see. The officials still looking over to the OLSH sideline. Marching it off. Now the official gave the signal to the visitor side, so it was either a block in the back or a hold. Either way, it's 10 yards. It'll be second down and about 14. All the way back to the Charger 31 or 32 yard line. 31, they're saying. This is Huey, I believe. Tries to sidestep a tackler. No, that was Salvini with the run. He picks up 1 or 2.
Yeah, so the Chargers take advantage of that penalty. Now they bring up 3rd and long, chance to get off the field again.
3rd down and about 11 or 12.
This is a big play here for the Chargers. They're going to have to be dialed in and make sure they're on the same page here. Don't let your safeties or your corners fall asleep here,
right,
and let anything go deep, but make sure you're wrapping tackle in the open space.
Silvera looking to pass it. He flips it out to Salvini. He's got some blockers. There's another flag down. Salvini's up across the midfield, but we got a flag down, and I think there's another penalty. It's probably a clip on the Rangers. It's going to push the Rangers back again.
Yeah, it was definitely
the Rangers
blocking it back, or
Rangers are either way. It's going to be 10 or 15 yards.
Holding.
Yeah, it was a great play call for the Rangers, but the blocking was just
they're saying no
too
flag.
good to be true. No.
Wow.
You don't see that too often. So they throw a flag, and then their coach argues it,
right,
and then you pick up the flag. I never understand that. The call should never change. You don't have replay.
Right.
The call shouldn't change here.
As an official,
even if you made a mistake.
Yep.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
First and 10 for the Rangers from midfield.
That was definitely a block in the back. I watched it right in front of the bench there, and the official was right there. Anyway, 1st and 10 for Fort Cherry at the midfield stripe. Silvera sends Cook in motion, hands it off to Salvini. Salvini hit in the backfield. Great play there by the Chargers, Tristan Vocecki, to get him in the backfield. A loss of at least 1, maybe 2.
That was a big play by Tristan, getting in the backfield there and be able to wrap him up.
He's the captain of that line, the senior member, the lone senior in that.
Right,
that
he has
line.
a ton of experience on the line, doing a great job.
2nd and 11, 4:15 in a rolling clock here in the 3rd quarter. Quick moving 3rd quarter. Silvera takes the snap, hands it off. No, he's going to go back to pass. This one I thought got tipped a little bit. And the jump ball beats Colby Swaggart. Good catch there, just in bounds.
Oh, it definitely looked like he stepped on the line at the sideline there.
Evan Rogers hauls it in Charger territory at the 24-yard line, 1st and 10 Rangers.
I don't think the lines judge was in position to be able to make that call. He got there late. The ball got tipped at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, it certainly looked like from here he was on the white.
The Chargers got to come up with that football.
1st and 10 from the 24. Salvini's cross-buck action. They'll hand it off. Get about 3 or 4 yards there. Mr. Huey again. 2nd down. And 6 on the 4-yard carry by Huey.
And you're getting in his territory here for the Chargers, where they're going to have to come up with a stop or a turnover here. They can't give the Rangers any points.
No, it's 3:11 left here in the quarter with the rolling clock. Salvini gets through into the backfield, and he breaks away, and he's into the end zone. No, that's not Salvini.
Looked like Ionesco.
Ionesco goes in.
And that just looked like some miscommunication
Yeah.
on the Chargers defense, and
yeah,
a couple of Chargers fell down and didn't look like
missed tackles there. They had him 3 times. He broke three arm tackles.
Yeah, a lot of tough breaks there on that drive between how it ended and the sideline catch and the picked up flag.
Huey to attempt the point after. This one, no good, wide to the near side. So the score remains 34-14. Rangers on top with 3:01 left here in the third quarter.
OLSH 14. Change the session coming up. While we have some time, ladies and gentlemen, we're trying to squeeze this in. The 50-50 number has been handed to me. 20-50 number.
OLSH Trivia Night benefiting the Athletics General Fund returns Saturday, October 12th, 2024 at the Hub in Coriopolis. Assemble your team and get ready to test your knowledge. Stay tuned for more information.
$608.
So the Chargers here, they're down by 20 points. They've got 15 minutes and 1 second remaining overall in the game. And it's gotten to the point now they're going to get the ball, but they're down 3 scores, so they almost are going to have to play perfect to win this one.
Yeah, without a doubt. I mean, the defense was good, and then a penalty that wasn't called really hurt them. But the Rangers, good teams take advantage of opportunities like that.
Right, and they got one, and for the Chargers, it was just a bad break.
Yeah.
You had the penalty that got picked up that would have changed the momentum and pushed them back, and then the tip ball that ended up catching, and we don't know whether it was good or not. His foot was close to the sideline, but Fort Cherry manages to score, and like I said before, the Chargers just, you know, a couple times with their opportunities weren't able to turn it into points.
The Chargers have like basically 4 players lined up across the field between the 25 and 30-yard line. Cernali hasn't gotten the ball past there, so another line drive kick. No, he pooches this one, and it's Garner down the sideline, across the 40, 45, and he goes down right there. Oh, that was Swigert, number 2.
Yeah, field position has not been an issue for the Chargers
No.
today. They've been getting it right around midfield. Now, they do have to play perfect, but that being said, they don't have to rush and panic on offense.
No.
They can still run their offense. They
Right.
just have to make sure they score on every drive.
No doubt.
Right, they got a lot of time here, and they can score in a fast way, but they're going to have to give it to their playmakers too. I mean, Speedy hasn't touched the ball almost all game.
With 1 catch.
And he's
Yeah.
got to find a way to get him the ball.
Trips to the near side. Speedy is one of them. Bush in the backfield with Cables. Cables is going to pitch it out the Bush. He's got the ball, and he's up. Oh! Took his head off. Bush pops right back up. Picks up about 7 or 8 yards into Ranger territory. Nice option pitch there. Pick up 7. It'll be 2nd and 3 for the Chargers. There's your run play, Grant. Little option play.
Yeah, they finally got that first down run to kind of set the tone, and they're fine. They can still run the ball a little bit. Obviously, they can't run it every play, but they certainly don't have to abandon it.
2:47 on the clock here in the third. Cable, same play. This time he's going to keep it. He's got the first down and more. It's pushed out of bounds. And let's see where they mark it. It's going to be a first down at the 44-yard line, it looks like, of the Rangers. 1st and 10.
If it's not broke, don't fix it, right? Run the same play, same side. Get the push by the line. Get Cables to keep it with his feet.
How many coaches have you said, I'm going to run it till they stop it?
Right, absolutely. And at this point, I mean, I wouldn't change up, right?
And the cool thing about that is if they run it a couple more times, you get the Rangers thinking about it, and then Cables will roll out, and Schultz will get behind because the defensive backs will be coming up to stop the run. Schultz will sneak in behind him, and you got an easy touchdown.
Exactly.
Schultz or Speedy or somebody. Trips to the near side from the 44-yard line of the Rangers. Cables back. Feels the pressure. He lets it go. Oh, just out of the hands. Out of the hands of Ty Hawkins. Gotta love these guys from Montour Propel. Incomplete pass, and when they miss it, they go back and they pick it up and give it to the officials. That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah, you can just tell that they clearly have a joy to play the game.
They do. They do. And Ty even said, he says, I'm just so happy to be here, and thanks for the opportunity. And it kind of worked out for everybody, you know.
Right. And that speed there.
Yeah.
If Cables can put a little bit more
The touch.
under it,
He's got to get
touch, some air under it.
He's only been throwing to him for a couple weeks, so.
Right.
Cables now 2nd and 10. Gives it and takes it away, and tried to hit Speedy. Couldn't get him. Falls incomplete. It's 3rd and 10. And this is what happens. They get something going, and then they sputter a little bit.
Yeah, they had those option plays working well, and then they didn't run it, and now they're here in 3rd and long. And now we go back to, they have to make a play. I'd like to see them go back to the screen, wide receiver screen now.
Right.
And
this would be great on this wide side.
Yep.
And they got 3 set up over here, 3 coming out wide. This is where maybe send somebody in motion to this near side, and then.
Yeah, Bubble Schultz back here for a little fade and let him pick up some yardage.
Cables, he's going to roll to this near side. He's got the corner, he's going to run it. Cables dives. They're going to say he's inbounds. No, they're going to say he's out of bounds. Picks up about 6 or 7. It's going to be 4th down, but it's manageable. It's at the 38-yard line.
Well, Cable's using his athleticism and physicality on that play. I would have liked to see him do that on a 3rd down earlier, because now they can go for it on 4th down. Before, he ended up throwing an incomplete pass and they had a punt, but now they got a chance in a reasonable 4th down to convert and keep this drive alive.
They're calling it 4th and 5 from the 38. Chargers going for it. Twins to both sides. Bush in the backfield. Cables calls for it. Looking to pass. It's knocked out of his hands. Cables will fall on it, and the Rangers will have it at their own 48-yard line on a turnover on downs. 1:43 left in the 3rd quarter clock. And there's a comedy of errors on that play right there. I don't know if that just slipped out of his hands, or I don't think anybody knocked it out.
No, I think it just slipped out of his hands. I don't know if he had the grip on it from the snap, but unfortunately for the Chargers, another tough break. And again, you know, we're right here. You can see it. The connections are just a couple drop passes, then just a muff there and dropping the ball. But unfortunately, turnover on downs.
Yeah, and his instinct just to fall on the ball. In this situation, you don't want to fall on the ball. You have to give yourself a chance.
Huey right up the middle, never hit till he was 10 yards down the field. It's a 1st down for Huey at the Charger 43-yard line.
And right now, the Rangers just wearing the Chargers defense down.
And the 1st down for the Rangers.
Yeah, their line is just quick off. I mean, their line is all, they're veteran linemen. So, and they're just beating up on the sophomore and freshman that the Chargers have up on the line. And that's the thing where the Chargers line, the coaching staff knew it was going to be a process throughout the season. They're just going to have to get better as the season goes. Cutting it upfield. Big hit there.
Lost the ball.
Unosco. I think it went out of bounds, though.
Yeah, it kind of bounced off. One of the Chargers didn't really know it was there. It ended up rolling innocently out of bounds.
It almost landed in Speedy's hands
It
there.
did. Very close. Picks up about 6 or 7. It's going to be 2nd down and call it 3. Call it pickup of 8, they're going to say. 2nd and 2 at the 34-yard line.
And for the Chargers to get back in this game, they're going to need a turnover.
Unosco, again, he's got the 1st down and more inside the 30, up close to the 26-yard line, maybe to 27. 1st and 10 for the Rangers. Under a minute to go here in the 3rd.
Now the Rangers aren't going to be in a hurry either.
No.
They're going to take their time, keep running this clock.
Yeah, they only got to run one more play in this 3rd quarter as long as the clock keeps running.
I'll never say that. After last year, it was late in the game, and the game was over, and they were still running their offense.
Yeah.
The game was over. It was running clock. And
they only have to. Doesn't mean what they're going to do.
Right. Handoff there. Unosco again. Schultz all over him. He picks up a couple. It'll be 2nd down and call it 8. Ball's on the 24-yard line.
5 seconds.
Can they get the play off?
3, 2, 1.
No, they won't. That's the end of the third.
They were trying to get the Chargers to jump. And
Oh. Quarter's still over. It'll still end, right? And the quarter can end on an offensive penalty. Yeah, that'll false start on the Rangers. That'll move them back 5 yards. That'll make it second down and 13.
Yeah, third quarter did not go in the direction the Chargers wanted it to. Instead of chipping away, the Rangers added to their lead by 6 points, and now the Chargers are going to need a lot to make a valid comeback here in the fourth.
Hey, interested in supporting the OLSH Chargers, visit www.olshathletics.org. Check out the fundraiser section in the Fan Zone tab for the latest fundraising opportunities. And also, gear up for the fall sports season with new Charger fashions from www.olshgear.com. You can customize your gear with You Pick Apparel. Represent your favorite team? Visit the sales section for discounted items. That's www.olshgear.com. Well, getting ready for the fourth. Chargers now, they're on, I guess it would be control mode. It's not like this one get out of hand. Right now, as you said, the Ranger line is just wearing down the offensive or the defensive line for the Chargers, and just having their way with them right now.
yeah, no, the Chargers just, have to find a way again just to keep battling here, chipping away,
Right.
find a way to get a turnover or some kind of stop here. You need the momentum to shift, and you need it to shift quick, and obviously you need to score quick as well.
Hey, the good news is Speedy Gardner only missed a couple plays after that quick. I think he just got the wind knocked out of him, but he's still out here in the field, and it's the fourth quarter, so that's a good thing. He's acclimating to the heat there,
Right.
Christian.
Right? We need that.
Yep.
But they need to get the ball in his hands.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Let
Jet
him take
sweep-
it.
jet
Let him
sweep
take
or
it under
something.
center.
Little handoff.
Ball's out.
Yeah, but this one's coming back, guys. There's a horse collar. There's a flag on the play. The Chargers are going to get called for a horse collar here. It's going to be 15 yards and personal foul. Definitely grabbed him by the shoulder pads, pulled him
Right.
down from behind. And a Charger is down. I can't see who it is. The Rangers are in front of me. Personal foul, horse collar. Yep, that's the call against the Chargers.
Well, that's the second time on this drive for the Rangers that the ball has come loose. One of
Yeah.
them went out of bounds. The second one was negated by the penalty. So the Chargers are doing the right thing, but they're just not coming up with the turnover.
Another cramp, it looks like. I see him between the players here trying to stretch the leg out. You can see them there on the screen. Aaron Natupski working the leg. I think that's Owen Nestor. Looks like number 9. I'm looking at the shoulder pads there. The safety for the Chargers. Product of Eden Christian. One of the, yep, that's who it is. He gets up. One of the, they're helping him off. This might not be a cramp, or maybe it's really cramped. But one of the young men that interviewed in pregame by Grant Kalish. Him and Ty Hawkins were our pregame people. Let's see who takes his place back there.
One more time. Winning 50-50 ticket number 955-317.
It's like Gardner's going back in the defensive backfield there.
955-317.
March off that 15 yards. That'll put him down inside the 15 to probably, looks like about the 12. Again, we're kind of low here. It's hard to see the field. Yep, at the 15, they're calling it 1st and 10. Just under 12 minutes to go, 11:54, just underway here in the 4th. It's Huey trying to cut it off the left tackle. He'll pick up about 3. Be 2nd and 7.
Well, the Rangers have gotten to the point on the field where there's only one more first down to pick up, so a stop is practically a turnover for the Chargers. And they're going to need to get the ball back quickly,
Well,
and obviously without the score.
Well, this is 4-down territory because the Rangers, I've watched Huey kick, and he can barely get it there from extra point land. So it's Huey with the ball. He cuts it upside, another jumps cut there, breaks a couple tackles. Now the Chargers swarm, but they're going to push him into the end zone. They're going to, he's in. Huey just would not.
There's a flag on the play.
Oh, there is a flag on the play. Let's see what the flag is first.
Flag on the play.
Is this one coming back? The Rangers are walking backwards, guys. Hold, blocking the back against the Rangers. So no touchdown.
And that helps.
Get the eraser out. Erase that 6 points.
Right.
Yep, that keeps the Chargers on life support here.
Yep. That'll move it back 10 yards.
Yep, still 4-down territory like you were saying, Al, especially because going from 20 to 23 is still a 3-possession game.
Yeah.
You know, maybe if they could get it up to 25, they'd give it a try for 3, but they're going to keep the offense out.
11:04 on the 4th quarter clock. That'll make it 2nd down, and again, I can't see where the ball is marked. Second down and 11. That would be from the 16, because the play started. This series started at the 15. So 2nd and 11. Hand off Huey one more time. Same play. Breaks one tackle, and the Chargers keep pushing him back. Play is stopped.
Forward progress.
And they're going to give him about 5 yards. Maybe 6 yards. Call it 3rd and 5.
Plus 4 more. 3rd down and 6 for the Rangers.
They're calling it 3rd and 6 on the scoreboard. We'll go with that. Rangers have basically 2 plays to get 6 yards here to continue this drive. Silvera waiting to snap. He's going to take it himself. He sidesteps one. He's hit in the backfield. It's Chris Harris with the big hit in the backfield.
There's Harris there.
Yep, he's going to fall forward for 1, maybe 2.
Well, now it's 4th down. Here's the turnover down. Chargers, they can get a stop here. They'll get the ball back, and they have 3 timeouts, still about 10 minutes left in this game, so certainly not over if they can get a stop.
Yeah, definitely still have life here, but you got to come up with this stop right here.
4th down and 3. Huey has got the ball. 1st down, touchdown. Well, not what you wanted if you were Chargers. And I'm telling you what, Huey's a weapon.
Yes, he is. And anytime you can get blocking in front of you like that, I mean, anybody can run behind him. I can go out there and run behind him with this blocking they've had tonight. They've been pretty spectacular with that.
He's only a sophomore. Now he's going to try to put one through the uprights to make it a 41-14 game. Ball's down. This one is going to go through. You always have to wait. You can't tell. I mean, it's just barely high enough to get to the uprights.
He keeps kicking to the same corner, too,
Yeah.
that left side.
Change position coming up.
Yeah, that's the one thing that's been questionable for the Rangers on the scoring department is
Yeah,
the
but
kicking.
when you got Matt Sig
Yeah.
and Huey and Kernali, 1 point isn't going to matter that much.
I mean, 6 is greater than 1.
That's right. How many championships did Aliquippa win, and they never had a kicker?
Yeah,
so
you're just going for 2 every time.
go for 2, and if you don't get it, oh well, it's 6. That's all right. We'll score in a couple more minutes.
Right.
Yeah. So.
And the Rangers just, playing their game all night.
You
They've
tip
got
your
the
hat.
blocking up front. Yeah, they've been great on the offensive end, and it wasn't like the Chargers' defense has been that bad.
No.
They've been still doing what they're supposed to do. It's just some tough plays and tough breaks.
When you got a veteran line that's dominating your freshmen and sophomores up on the line, and the running backs aren't getting hit until they're in the defensive backfield, it's going to be a long night for your defense. Yeah.
It's to be expected, especially with a team that won the WPIAL last year. You have to have a good line in order to have that much success.
And their big stars are returning, so
Yeah.
they're only going to get better.
Yeah, and just because they're single A doesn't mean anything either.
No,
we know that with Aliquippa and those teams.
No, that don't mean a thing. This is a very good football team. Cronali will do the kickoff duties. 9:29 left here. He's going to pooch this one high in the air. Colby Swiggert's going to pick it up on the sideline. He'll get pushed out of bounds there. Again, decent field position outside the 30-yard line. Can't see where they're marking it because of the football players. Again, we're almost field level, so it's kind of hard to see.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what the Chargers do here in this situation. 9:25
I think you just run your same
remaining.
offense.
You just keep going.
Yeah, you just got to keep it going. Mark it at the 31-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Chargers. No, I mean, you just got to run your offense here. I mean, it's young to see. They got to get their offense going before they
it looks like Cables isn't out there. They don't want anything to happen here in this point of the game.
Cables is out. Or no, he's out. There's a run here up the middle. Big hit. Up across the 35 to the 36-yard and pick up a 5. Who was that?
That was Ty.
Was it?
Yeah, I like
Wildcat.
I like this decision here from Coach Militzer to take Cables out, not only because of the fact that the Chargers have had quarterback injuries each of the past 2 seasons, but also because you want to get a look at the QB2, right? You want to make sure that there is some kind of game action out there in case something were to happen.
Yeah, Ty is making the calls here. He's receiving the snaps, so officially the quarterback right now. Snap. Ty's going to fake the pitch, cut it upfield. Up close to the first down, around the 40-yard line. I think it's going to be 3rd and 1 here for the Chargers. Ty holding that ball, scaring me to holding it like a loaf of bread, faking the pitch.
I know, he's
but
keeping that thing loose. Hey, got to tuck it and run.
Yeah, it's not the most sustainable way of holding the ball, but
see if Schultz takes the snap here now.
Ty, I think Cable's going to come back in. Ty came off the field. He's running to the trainers. He needs something. And they're going to have to call timeout here. Chargers are. Oh, Schultz is going to.
Yeah, I don't think they'd put Cables back.
They're going to call timeout.
Taking him out.
Here it is. Yeah, they just called timeout. The Chargers did.
Cables runs over, puts his helmet on.
Yeah.
He's like, I want to go back in.
Well, that's because Ty ran to the sidelines, and Schultz was telling him, come on, I got the play.
Well, he's running back now, it looks like.
That's what I say. He probably needed something. Yeah, timeout by Chargers. Yeah, but Ty went over to the coaching staff, and Schultz, as he was passing him, says, I got the play, come on. Ty kept going to the sidelines, and then after Cables grabbed, I watched Van grab his helmet, start running on the field. Hawkins ran over by the tent, to the
Right.
training staff. Yeah, so
And we seen Schultz last year take a couple snaps, so I thought, maybe they're just going to throw him out there, another wildcat, or maybe Schultz even throws the ball
yeah,
on third down there.
Zay's the Chargers' Swiss Army knife. So I mean, he plays line. He's a long snapper. He's a defensive end.
There's nothing
he's a running
he doesn't
back.
do.
He's a quarterback. He can play anywhere on the field. And you talk to the coaching staff, and they'll tell you the same thing. Hey, Zay, we need you to go play. Okay, I got it, coach. And Hawkins is back out there now. I'm sure it was just an equipment thing.
Yeah, he was running pretty quick over there.
Yeah, it was like I need something.
Even if it's not like a injury that would affect your running, you would still be in a little bit of pain if you're coming off the field.
Here we go, 3rd and 1 from the 40-yard line. Lost backfield for the Chargers. Hawkins going to take it himself. He's got the first down and more. Still driving up forward, up through the middle between the tackles. Hawkins picks up about 3 or 4. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Chargers.
It was good blocking up front there, and Ty was patient, waited for the hole to open up, and picks up that first down. But, man, he's quick in the backfield out there.
He is. He's fun to watch.
Yeah, this is something where you wonder if they might even put in a package for him if he continues to do well in this situation. You know, Cable's is very mobile, but sometimes you want to switch it up on the defense.
Most definitely.
Hawkins and Bush in the backfield, twins to both sides. Oh, no, trips to the far side, sorry. Hawkins going to keep it. He's trapped in the backfield. He goes the other way, and he's going to be brought down for a big loss all the way back to the 35-yard line. That's a loss of 10.
And that time, Ty just held on to it too long. Should have probably handed it off to Bush, but he kept it, and they funneled him back to the backfield and tackle for a loss.
Or just cut it upfield and, cut your losses.
Yeah.
Because he was in the backfield already, and he gave up more ground. Just under 7 minutes to go here. 2nd down and 20 for the Chargers. I'm trying to see if I can see Van over in the sidelines, if he's getting worked on or if he's just
I see him. He's just standing there.
Oh, okay. Hawkins going to flip it out. There's that bubble screen over to Speedy. He's going to pick up a few.
Well, it took 3.5 quarters, but they finally went back to it.
That's funny. Sorry, sorry about the snort there.
Yeah, it was more successful than last time. I mean, that's a low bar for a minus 5-yard play, but
he picks up 2 on the play. It's 3rd down 18 for the Chargers. Next week, Chargers' first home game. Don't miss that one. Seton LaSalle invades Moon Stadium Friday night. OLSH Sports Network will be there. Hope you will be too. Don't forget, you can. If you're there and you want to watch the game, you can always go back and watch it. These are out there.
Yeah, they stay on YouTube.
Yep. High snap. Hawkins brings it down and reverses field. Nowhere to go. He's trying to break it upfield, and he's hit there at the 35-yard line. It's going to be 4th down. Oh, they're saying fumble, and the Rangers are going to come up with it. Again, Hawkins has a tendency to hold that ball.
Yeah, he's just holding it a little too loose there. He's got to tuck it and make a decision and go. But, that comes with experience.
Yep. Remember, he's only a sophomore. I mean, this is a very young Charger team. I mean, it's going to take this. There might be some growing pains this year.
Yep.
But next year, they're going to be a force because they're going to be good. There's some really good freshmen on this team and sophomores as well.
Yeah, and I think the Chargers have a good chance to have some success this season,
too.
Absolutely. Obviously, they ran into the best team in 1A.
Yeah, no doubt.
So,
no doubt.
It's tough, especially you go on the road. You go through all the motions, a little bit of emotion coming here because last year wasn't good either, and now, it's not where you want to be on the scoreboard, but the Chargers stayed in this game more than a 41-14 game.
All right. They're calling off the dogs. 2nd string is in. Timeout called. Rangers. So all the bad stuff I said about them last year, I take it back. Because they should have done this last year. I'm still upset about that, but yeah, they kept their first string in until right at the end. They never put in subs. Now they're doing it.
Yeah, you wonder what goes into these decisions on the sideline. But certainly an opportunity here for both teams to see what they have in the second unit. And experience is key because you never know if something happens. You need to have the next guy step up. So you want to make sure that when you get the chance, you can give everyone as many reps as they can get.
Is that 26? You can't see who the quarterback is. A bunch of players with 20s on their jerseys. Handoff to a freshman, 26, Jordan Biacci. The quarterback who took the snap was freshman Joe Barna. Pick up a 7, second down and 3 for the Rangers at the Charger 28-yard line. 5 minutes and a rolling clock here. Fourth quarter. Barna waits for the back judge, put his hand up. Calls for the ball. Bocci again gets hit in the backfield. He'll lose at least one. It'll be third down and 4.
Yeah, that's good penetration there by the Chargers. Bring up third down. Give themselves a chance to get off the field here and have another crack at offense.
Call it a loss of 2, back third down and 5 for the Rangers. Approaching 4 minutes to go. Barna once again looking at the back judge. Hand is up. Slow snap. Barna is going to go down in a heap all the way back at the 45-yard line. It'll be fourth down for the Rangers.
Yeah, Chargers were quick to pounce on that. You see that ball on the ground, it gives you that little extra boost of excitement, and the Chargers had the big loss forced on the play.
They'll mark him back at the 43-yard line. Excuse me, the 38-yard line. Fourth down and 13. Rangers will run the play. Barna, another snap. It goes back. Oh, we're going to punt it. And picked up by the Chargers down the sideline with a streak into Ranger territory. I didn't even see who that was. Was that Speedy? Garner, Davis rather.
Yeah, that was some excitement there. It looked like it might have been tipped off the line.
I think it was.
Yeah.
I think it just kind of hit the backside of one of the linemen.
Somebody, yeah. He was only 2 yards back.
There was definitely a deflection there, but tried to squib kick it.
Heads up play by the Chargers. They get the ball first and 10 in Ranger territory. Maybe they can put one more score up here with just under 3 minutes to go. And it's not the first squad on defense either. So the Rangers are waving the white flag. Get some of the underclassmen in there. This is what
Right, it's always good.
Let the underclassmen and the non-starters get some PT.
Yeah, you want to see those guys get some action
Throw
and be
them a
able to
bone.
get out and get on the field and get their opportunity, their chance.
Yeah, they put in just as much work as everyone else in practice. You practice as a team, so for them to get an opportunity to come on game day,
Did
make
they
some
call
plays.
timeout here?
I didn't see a signal.
No, they just started the
Or is
play
this
clock now.
the hydration thing again, where they give
No,
them
well,
one last?
if it was, the Rangers are out there.
Right. Maybe that's because they put some subs in.
I don't see the back judge with it. I mean, the official just started the game clock a little bit ago, so. Ty still in there at quarterback.
Lieutenant OLSH, Ranger 43.
Now the officials mark it, ready to snap. High snap, brought down. Bush is going to run with it, far side. Going to get the corner? He will. Picks up about 2, maybe 3. Up close to the 40-yard line. It'll be second down. The clock continues to run.
And that was Landon Rath that took the snap there. They ended up putting
really?
Ty in the slot. We'll see if Landon takes another snap or if that was just because Ty was running on the field late.
Well, Rath is a sophomore quarterback, so.
Yeah, give him an opportunity to come out here and
The word is
see what he can do with 2
word
minutes.
is he's inexperienced at this point. He's a sophomore, but according to coaching staff, he's got some talent. So. Oh, high snap. We've seen this animal before. Heads up play there by the Chargers, and that's going to be way back. That's a huge loss. It's going to be third down and forever for the Chargers.
And that's what happens when you go from a 6'6" guy to a 5'9" guy. Sorry about that, but unfortunately, that's what you get.
Especially if you're having some high snaps over the course of the game with the 6'6" guy.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't even have a chance.
Good point. Hurry up offense for the Chargers.
We had trouble last week with the high snaps.
Well, they contained that this week. Rath, too tall and too high out there for Hawkins. Goes incomplete. 1:32 left, and it's fourth down. I imagine Chargers will just say, let's run the play. Don't kick it away.
Yeah, not going to make much of a difference. You'd imagine the Rangers would be taking knees regardless.
Yeah.
So you might as well try.
With 1:32 on the clock, it's 4th and 22 for the Chargers. Setting the offense, Ellis goes to the far side, trips on the far side for Rath. Rath gets the ball, steps up. Here comes the pressure. He flips it out. Too tall for Hawkins again, and Hawkins grabs his helmet in frustration. It's turnover on downs, and the Rangers will take over at the Charger 44-yard line.
Rath took a hit there, too.
Yeah, he did.
From the blind side.
Yeah.
Well, welcome to Friday Night Lights.
Yeah. Yeah, you're certainly not getting some kind of help from the officials as a backup at this point in the game. So he's going to have to take those hits and be ready.
Under a minute and a half to go. Less than 90 seconds left in this one. Chargers are going to fall to 1-1. Rangers are going to go to 2-0 on the season. And they did take a knee.
And on the snap, Barner takes the knee.
Barna takes the knee back close to midfield, around the 48-yard line. It'll be second down and approaching a minute to go. They'll have to snap it probably one more time.
Yeah, I think the play clock dictated for 2 more times, but sometimes they just wave it off. It's 5 seconds left at this point.
Yeah, I'm sure Barna's going to be watching the back judge when he puts his hand up, saying that there's, I think it's 5 seconds when he puts his hand up. I see the back judge looking at his clock on his wrist.
Yeah, they're just going to let
They're
this
just
go.
standing there.
Oh, we're under 40 now.
Oh, yeah, he don't need one more snap and it's done. Takes the knee.
And Barner again takes the knee.
Ranger fans want something called there.
Yeah, Mitchell came in late.
Yeah, he bumped him. He ran past him, and that'll do it. Chargers are going to fall to the Rangers by a score of 41-14. here in McDonald. And all in all, guys, I mean, I saw improvement over last week. You look at the score and you go, but how can you say that? They're playing probably a team that's like 4 times better than the team that we played last week. And I thought they were playing with them. They just weren't it was like the beginning of the game last week, guys. They weren't just missing on the plays.
Yeah, no, I agree with you, Al. I mean, there's just a couple miscues, right? A couple chances that they had that they gave back, and the Chargers just a little bit more chemistry. It's coming there. They're coming alive a little bit. They're starting to connect a little bit with K-Vols and their wide receivers, but, it's going to take a little bit of time. But credit Fort Cherry tonight. I mean, they were terrific.
Well, one thing that I personally believe is very important, especially at this level, is learning how to lose, right? You have to learn how to lose so that you can be better at winning. And I can't think of a better time for this Chargers team if they did have to lose today, right? They won the first game of the year. They didn't start off on a sour note, but then they come here, they lose in basically an exhibition game because we're not in section play yet. So, it's not really that big of a deal moving forward on the season, but it's a very important learning and growth experience, especially for this younger team that they have.
No doubt. We'll step aside, we gather our thoughts, and Christian, Grant, and I will put a bow on this one as the Chargers fall 41-14 to Fort Cherry here at Fort Cherry High School. Don't you go away. We'll be right back after this message. Welcome back to Fort Cherry as your Chargers record goes to 1-1 after losing to Fort Cherry 41-14 tonight. And we just talked about it, guys. I think the team's improving. The youth and inexperience on the line really showed tonight against this veteran line from Fort Cherry, who basically won the game for Fort Cherry.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, obviously coming off a Whippeal championship from last year, they're at their home stadium, right? They start off the season last week with a good big win, put a lot of points on the board. We knew they were going to come out. They're going to be tough. They got some tough playmakers. As you said, the line's really good. But I thought the Chargers came in. They played hard.
Yeah.
They hung in here. They did some really good things. I agree with you. They definitely improved on both on the offense and the defensive side. And even though the score, they gave up 41 tonight, that doesn't tell the tale of the whole game. And I think they wore down a little bit, which, longer in the season, you play a little bit more, you practice a little bit more, you start to get adjusted to that a little bit. But I like what the Chargers are doing. I like what the offense is doing. They just got to get that chemistry down.
Exactly.
Yeah, certainly. I think the Chargers did have a lot of good stops on defense, but it's just one of those situations where there were just so many possessions during this game. The teams were exchanging possessions so frequently that the score kind of was inflated just by virtue of that for the Rangers. So the Chargers, I mean, they certainly didn't have the defensive performance they did the first time out, but it's not that bad, and they certainly have a lot to build off of going into next week and the rest of the season.
Well, that'll do it here from Fort Cherry. Hope you can join us next week as the Chargers take on Seton LaSalle. Chargers' first home game from Moon Stadium, 7 o'clock. If you can't be there, of course, you can watch us right here on the OLSH Sports Network. Glad you could join us. Again, thanks for watching. Grant Kalish, Christian Harbaugh, I'm OLSH saying thanks a lot, everybody. We'll see you next week right here on the OLSH Sports Network, where tonight the Chargers fall to Fort Cherry 41-14 in Game 2 of the 2024 season. On behalf of everybody at OLSH, I'm OLSH saying thanks a lot. We'll see you next time right here on the OLSH Sports Network.